Alright, it kind of scared me there for a second, trying to alt-tab back into this game, but hey, it's good. Welcome back to some more Yooka-Laylee in the Impossible Lair, everybody.
Welcome back to the game with the googly eyes.
I mean, to be fair, isn't that just everything Rare did back in the early days and then continued to do as a different company?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Allison, how you doing?
Hi, Alpha.
Hey, Allison, how you doing? But yeah, this is pretty much Rare in a nutshell.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, hey, is it an inanimate object? Yes. Put googly eyes on it.
Yeah, pretty much. Been good, just having some supper? That sounds like a good idea.
We just had our supper not too long ago. Now, where did you end the game off last time?
Let me see. Let me just zoom out a bit. I think we ended here in front of Chapter 8's windmill. So let's go there. I remember also we were exploring a bunch of stuff, so it'll probably continue from where that was, because I remember last time we ended this, there was like this lockbox area that needed a key, but I don't know where the heck the key was, so I want to go back and take another look at that area in general.
Uh-oh, 2-year anniversary.
Ooh, yeah, thanks for subscribing with your Twitch Prime of all things for 24 months. That's whole 2 years. Man, that's hard to believe. It's already been 2 years of subbing. And friendly reminder, Twitch Prime exists. Because I know everyone forgets that.
It just reminds me of, because it just, like, time flies, because literally I completely forgot that Twitch started doing this Twitch Prime stuff, like, what, over 2 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't introduce that until, like, I think 2017, like late 2017 or something like that. Or, like, mid-2017, one of the two.
I need to sit down and play this game. I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
I will say I like what I'm playing with it, but in terms of capture's sake, I'm glad you got the console version. Oh, man. Yeah. I was looking back some stuff. I want to apologize in general for, I think, like the past month and a half of games I streamed off the PC. If they look choppy, I kind of realize why after all this time, because it's been bugging me, like, beyond belief. So, apparently, from what I was researching on this, I always play my PC games when I stream in a borderless window mode, so that way it fills the screen, but I can click out of them without the game crashing or something like that. Apparently, from what I learned, that's a bad idea when you're streaming via OBS, because OBS already has a hard time doing capture with these games, because it's using the same rendering engine, so games use DirectX, OBS uses DirectX, they're kind of button heads, and Windows already has a bad issue with that, so I noticed sometimes your game would just drop to 30 frames out of nowhere in OBS only. And I'm like, why is this happening? And then I realized why. If you're playing in a borderless window state, apparently Windows uses a different rendering engine for it, so your computer's not doing all the work it's supposed to, and it's a conflict. So I have to play in full screen now, which is fine. I preferred that anyways, but it's still weird that was a problem.
Yeah, that is
Speaking
weird.
of which, I want to mention this about this game in particular, and why I'm saying if you're going to record from this, maybe it is easier just to do this from a console, just hook your computer up via HDMI to a capture card. This option... Oh, no, I hit the wrong button. This option here, the full screen, that's a lie. This is not full screen. This game is borderless window. That's a full screen option. I don't know why that says full screen, because that's a lie. So, again, I ran into that weird issue, because apparently Windows, when you're using a window thing, which includes games, apparently what it's doing is it's using, I'm going to go technical on this, it's using a triple buffer VSync. And that's a lot more intensive, so that struggles with OBS and just doesn't know what to do. And apparently this has been a problem since Windows 8.1. Like Windows 8 in general. So, yeah, it's really weird. So if you want to bypass this, just play in full screen and use game capture and OBS. There may still be a frame stutter here and there. There's nothing to be done about that. That's just an inherent issue with Windows and DirectX and all that. That needs to be a Microsoft thing to fix, not the OBS dev, sadly. But I will say, run the program in admin. Running OBS in admin mode, it actually fixes a lot of this. I want that. I want that honey.
Yeah, Allison, I kind of agree with that sentiment about Windows 10.
Yeah. Yeah, it always introduces some problems. So, like I said, this game does not use traditional full screen mode, so I had to type this in. I'm going to put this in chat for people who may be playing the Steam version. This can help you. I put in that line of code I just put in the chat, the screen, full screen, window mode exclusive nonsense. I put that into the settings via this game's launching options in Steam. If you do that, it's a proper full screen. So yeah, it's just a lot of weird crap you have to deal with.
I just got a new computer. Me and Amber just got a new computer this weekend, and we just reinstalled everything else. And my gosh, I just swapped a solid state drive from my old from my new computer from the old computer.
Oh, you mean your hard drive because you're using a solid state?
Yes, that's what I meant to say. Sorry. And golly, is it a night and day difference? Didn't even realize how much a difference a solid state is compared to the old hard drive. Man, it is so quick.
Yeah, no, this is why I was telling you guys for a while. It's like when you go from using a standard mechanical drive and use a solid state for the first time, it is a night and day difference. It is insanely quick.
It really is.
I know that the new consoles are going to be using solid states too. So
yeah, because of magnets. So that's kind of a thing, Allison. Like the biggest reason why it's a big difference between the two is less moving parts. Since mechanical drives are always spinning around, so it's got to spin through that whole thing to find data. While solid states are just flash memory. It's like, hey, look, it's there. Boom, got it. It's like much quicker and snappier for that reason. Where's the... Yeah, I want googly eyes so I can get that plus.
Where's that one googly eye?
Oh god, that's a lot of honey. Oh, I see. This actually reminded me of one of the levels from like DKC 2. Like a lot of the high levels in that game kind of did the same thing.
Yeah, I know this game is a lot of Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze inspired.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of it they try to go with the original Country series because the people who made this game did work on the original trilogy, but it does have a lot of elements from the newer ones, like Returns to Tropical Freeze 2, it feels like.
Yeah. The hybrids are more popular for averages. And speaking of hybrids, that's kind of what I did with this computer too, because, well, first thing that me and Amber did when we got this computer is we took it apart. We put up a new, put a regular old hard drive in the computer.
Yeah, so you're using a solid state and a hard drive, so you get the best of both worlds, your storage and your fast speed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful I just got a new computer in general because, my God, I needed a new one. I think that might have been what causing a lot of my recording issues, what was causing a lot of, problems in general. I mean, I had a big old crack on my screen for, like, last, month and a half?
Yeah, like, you had to keep on dealing with that, which made things a lot harder for you to see anything.
What are the stats, Amber? How do you know?
Well,
I mean, I helped you guys pick the machines out, so I could probably like read them off better if you guys want me to.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't want to take over the whole thing since it's your guys'
No,
stuff.
go ahead. No, it's Lester. You're better at this stuff than I am.
well, let me pull up the thing just in case.
Yeah. Well, basically, like these are MSI laptops, so that's the brand that they're going with. I thought I cleared that. So MSI laptop, they have a I can't remember the processor name, so you will have to probably pull that one up. But it's an i7. It's a 6-core, 12-thread processor, 8 gigs of RAM, NVIDIA GTX 1050 Ti graphics card, 256 SSD for their boot, and then I told you guys just to put in a 1 terabyte hard drive just for your storage.
Can I just post the link in the chat?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I needed to get a new computer, and since we just got this stimulus money, I said this is kind of perfect time to get a new one. Then.
Yeah.
Nice 6 cores. Yeah.
Mine is kind of the same as yours, Allison. Like 4-core, 8-thread processor. Both on my laptop and desktop. Mine are a little bit older, but they still get the job done. Oh, yours is 7th gen. All right, that's the biggest difference. Mine's 6th, which from what I've seen, there's not much of a difference between 6th and 7th gen. So I'm good with my 6th.
What is what number are they on Intel?
Right now, I think they're just in Generation 9. And I think they're working on doing another one soonish. I think they're working on 10, because there's some laptops out there I think they have it, but it's rare to find a computer with 10th gen processors.
Okay, here's the page.
Oh, I see what those boxes are for. Made a mistake. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hard to
so
believe
that
that
link is a
computer.
better look at the stats. Or the
Yeah,
specs.
I definitely needed to get a new computer because, well, when did I get my computer? 2014?
Something like that.
Yeah, I got mine like 6 years ago. I was like, yeah, I think it's about time I need to upgrade.
Oh, I
It
just
was
realized something about the stage that
i5.
might be a problem. Oh, wait, no, never mind. They blocked it off. So I was thinking last time I played this, I couldn't get one of the coins because it was blocked off. And Googly Eyes made it worse for that reason. So, I'm thinking, we had that problem again? No, the half that had that issue was blocked off. So I'm surprised that was coin 3 up there. I thought I missed a coin already.
The program spec is Specky is awesome.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
seeing good overview of PC strats.
Yeah,
Okay.
it tells you a full list of all your stuff. So if you're never really sure and don't know where to find that kind of stuff, Specky does a good job of finding it for you, and it compares it to some other people's computers.
Okay.
So it helps for that reason. There's a lot of good programs out there like that. Like one of my favorites also to use for just, not just benchmarking stuff, but just to see if components are working fine is Crystal Disk Mark and Crystal Disk Info. What the heck was that? Okay, something just attached to my bomb. That was weird. Crystal Disk Info is a good program to tell you if your hard drive's working, and it's actually told me when one of my drives was dying at one point, which really helps since I was in warranty for that.
Okay.
And then Disk Smart tells you how fast the drive is, in case you're not sure about speeds. Which is good if you're doing video stuff, because it tells you if your drive is fast enough for certain kinds of things. Especially
Yeah.
do that if you're using 4K stuff, because if you're recording in 4K, you need a drive that can handle those rewrite speeds.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll ever. I don't have.
I mean, I wouldn't say
equipment.
that's worth it yet. The only thing I really see worth it for 4K stuff is live action things, like if you're doing like, vlogging, for example, like maybe that. But for gaming, it's not there at all yet still. Like, you're still better off just playing... Like, you can play your stuff in 4K, but don't, like, capture it in 1080. You'll get better video out of it.
Adobe, you resource hog.
Yeah, exactly.
You played the original Yooka-Laylee, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't beat it, but I played most of it. Oh, I did again. Come here.
Can I say I don't understand why that game got a lot of hate that it did?
Yeah, I think a lot of it was just weird journalists with the game. They didn't know what the heck they were talking about. Because most of them were like, oh, this
we got
game is
banned
really
from it."
bad because it's very tedious and there's a lot of backtracking. It's like, you know, that was literally what they were going for. That was the purpose of it. So they accomplished it. I mean, it's not as good as Banjo-Kazooie or Tooie,
No.
but it's really close,
For what it
actually.
was trying to do, it was pretty good, though.
Yeah. And they fixed the biggest issues they had with the game like, a couple months in. Like, I think as soon as the Switch version came out, they fixed most of the bugs.
Yeah.
Whether it be with the Switch version or just in general with patches for all the others. Although from what I've heard still, if you're playing the console version, just play the Switch one because it was actually developed in-house.
Yeah, I got the Switch version. I hate that the only way you can get physical of that is with limited game runs. But
Yeah, which
I
means
mean,
it doesn't
you can
exist
buy it at game. You could buy it. You could buy it at GameStop or not GameStop at Best Buy. you
Yeah.
can still buy those games at Best Buy, but it's just, man, I really hate that, if there's a game, like an indie game, that is like, oh, well, it's really popular, and like, Limited Game Run's the first one to grab it up and say, okay, you want a physical? Here you go.
They kind of have the monopoly in it. That's the problem.
I hate
mean,
that.
there's so many other companies trying to do it nowadays, but they don't have nearly as big of a name, so Limited always just gets first picks, it feels like.
Yeah. So when do gaming journalists know when they're talking about especially video games?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much just true in a nutshell. I mean, your opinion goes out of the window when you can't beat the tutorial of Cuphead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Man, I was watching some videos today. I don't know if you remember this old series, Gaming in the Clinton Years.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I just seen some of the old reviews, and like half of them they don't even beat, and they literally like, we'll play this for 5 minutes, put in some cheat codes to see the ending, and this is how we create the game. Like,
Oh my god.
this is hilarious. How this is no. That's not how reviews work.
Like, okay, I get it. Cuphead's a really hard game, but come on, man. Like you can't beat the tutorial?
It's not even that hard of a tutorial either. Like, come on.
No.
Yeah, I got past the tutorial. Same. I mean, I couldn't beat the game still, but at least I passed the tutorial.
Yeah, I passed the tutorial.
Wait a minute, couldn't I just... Nope, they thought it through. I was thinking, if there's a gap on the side of that crusher, maybe I could just stand on there and then like roll jump over to the ending. Because this literally looks like if you can jump on something here, you could just skip the entire level. I mean, that might be a way to still do that. I love the momentum you get in this game. It's so good. Like, when you're just doing a roll and you constantly jump like this and you don't stop, you keep that momentum. It's so good. This game, I think, would be like a really fun game to speedrun.
Yeah.
I can imagine probably a lot of people got into speedrunning this because of all the cool movement tech with it. It's so fast and fluid.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can literally ground pound and go into a roll is really good for that. It's so interesting. Because not even any of the DKC games let you do something like this.
I need to play this game now. When I get a chance to. It's just, man, there's so many games to play right now. I'm still trying.
Oh man, I really want to try to play more stuff. I just don't really have much of the time.
Yeah.
I'm focusing on our projects first.
Well, I spent almost all day yesterday fiddling with computers. I didn't even have time to do anything.
The past month for me has literally been looking into this weird OBS thing, which I'm glad I did, because it taught me so much about Windows that they don't want you to know. Because, like, yeah, we can't fix these bugs, so please don't find them. The fact now I know that all Windows programs uses a triple buffer VSync, it's like, oh, that's not good. Because that's a lot more intensive on your computer compared to just playing in full screen. Speaking of which, I actually went in this game's options. I turned off VSync real quick. I said, well, this is the borderless window. My computer's already fixing up the tearing. So when I turned it off, I looked at my frame rate counter. It's like, oh god, this game's going like 300 frames per second. Very responsive.
Okay.
Cannons? Ooh, wait a minute, I'm going back. Ah, yep, I see him. More quills, the better. These tonics aren't cheap. Now, speaking of the original, since brought up earlier, did you ever like fully get to go back to 100% it once they patched out that game-breaking bug? with one of the
Not
pages?
PS4. I did on the Switch.
Okay, yeah. I remember that you did play some on Switch. I didn't know if you 100% at the time.
Yeah, I 100% on the Switch. I need to go back and get the last trophy. It's gonna bug the crap out of me. You know what?
Well, if you still have your file, I think with the patches, you would just be able to load it back up and then try to get that page again. Because it might just be there now.
Okay, I hope so, because
I mean,
man,
it's worth a
that
shot.
was so freaking annoying.
Yeah. I know it bummed out a lot of people back in the day when they were trying to 100% it. I don't remember that being as big of an issue with the PC version, but then again, the console versions, PS4 and Xbox One, they were not developed in-house. That's why they had a lot more issues. So I wouldn't be surprised if something like that would get fixed way faster on PC because of the whole management thing at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and also the fact that you have to pay the console manufacturers to post patches, which is kind of dumb from what I've heard from pretty much every game dev. They don't like that. Because on PC, it's free. No matter what launcher you use, it's usually a free update.
Oh, speaking of free updates, I just saw that the Zangetsu mode and Bloodstain is finally almost ready.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, oh, give me another chance to go back to play that game. I did get the platinum in that game.
Yeah, because you played a lot of that when it came out.
Oh yeah, I played a lot of that one. You tell me, man. I beat that like first what 2 weeks it came out.
Something like that. Yeah, you beat it very quick.
I absolutely love that game.
I still gotta play it. I only played an hour, and then that's when stuff started to come out. So it's like I started to play it, and then like what, a week or two later, that's when Mario Maker 2 came out. It's like, well, there goes the rest of my summer.
Hey Kira, how you doing?
Hey Kira, how you doing today? Oh, how did that? Oh, you know what? Sure. I wanna get these squills. They're right here. There's no lives in this game. I can kill myself as many times as I want.
That's a good thing. That was a good call, can I ask?
Yeah.
For the way they handled with the health in this game.
Yeah, the biggest punishment you have in this game is really just losing your quills between checkpoints. That's it. Well, that and your coins too, but you can fix all that with tonics. If you don't mind taking a hit on your quills at the end of a stage. Which really shouldn't matter. I actually already learned that, just when I noticed from last week's stream, that if you have a multiplayer, just go back into level 2 and just play through that to get quills, because I got like 1,000 quills in one of those runs. So you can get a lot of quills from level 2. Oh, come on, Laylee. I don't... These spikes are weird on their hitbox. Like, I'm nowhere near the spike and I'm still getting hit. That feels really weird.
It was okay. Finish the next segment of Fave and Dragalia Lost. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad that you were able to do that. Man, I'm going to be honest with you, Kira. I wish I could play Dragalia Lost again, but my phone just does not want anything else in it right now. Like, it just cannot handle that. My biggest complaint with Dragalia Lost, I played it back a while ago.
No skips.
I had the game installed, and I really liked the game. It's actually a really, really good, good mobile game. I think it was really fun. My biggest issue is it's just too damn big.
Yeah, it seems like after like the first handful of updates, it got massive.
It's just that was my biggest problem with it. It's just too damn huge, and because of that, it's just
I got Laylee back.
more time. I don't have time. I don't have space for it. I play it because of it, and it's really sad because I really like it. It's a really good game. I had a lot of fun playing it. I even got invested in the little story. It was pretty good for a a mobile game, but.
According to the dev, they're going to work on how much space it takes soon, so I'm guessing they're going to try to go back and compress the files in Dragalia, if that's the case. So that would actually help, because a lot of people's phones aren't that big. I mean, they're trying to fix that nowadays with newer phones, like a lot of newer phones I'm seeing. I think their base models start at 32 gigs now, instead of 16, which is better, because honestly nowadays, your phone should have more than 16 gigs of internal space, because that fills up quick.
I have a 16 gig phone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But yours is also a couple years old too, so it makes sense. It was at the era where that's still acceptable, when it's not now.
You're trying to figure out what we're talking about. Yeah, we're talking about Dragalia Lost on the phone. It's a Nintendo game made by Cygames.
Yeah. Although from
Is
what
that-
I've seen, at least at launch, I think now it's been doing better from what I've been hearing. But I know at launch it was one of their least popular games, but now it started to pick up traction with all their like cross-event things.
I feel like it's a very underrated game. Isn't Cygames the people who made Grand Blue Fantasy? I think that's how. I think that's what you call it.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
they
are?
are.
Okay. So yeah, that confirms it then. So they've already done stuff like this in the past.
I just yeah, my phone's only 16 gigs, and unless I upgrade my phone, like, can I upgrade the SSD?
Well, you can't add more like internal storage, but I think your phone, it should maybe have this option. I know some do, some don't, but you may have the option to move app data to an SD card. If you do, then I would do that, since it would give you more space to install stuff, like Dragalia Lost, for example. All I didn't know was right over the battalion thing. That's really cool.
Oh, you got the 64-bit tonic on it too. I like that.
Yeah, I just been leaving this one on. I paid money for this. Might as well use it.
I like that. Honestly, that's a really good tonic they did.
Out of all the 5 tonics you get in that DLC pack, this is actually the one that's worth it.
Yeah. My phone is 64 gigs. I went from 20 gigs to 64 gigs. Crazy with all been like 4 years.
Yeah, that's a big jump. Also, that's a weird number for a phone. I don't think I've seen a phone with 20 gigs. My old one was 16. And when I got my new phone at the end of last year, going from a 16 gig to a 64 is like, dear God, what do I do with all this space? I still haven't filled my phone. It's like maybe 20 gigs full at the most. Let me see here real quick. Let me see your picture, Kira. Let's see. Yeah, 26 gigs used and 6.5 is Dragalia.
Yeah, do you see why the problem is, Lester?
Yeah, the funny thing is, I've seen one of the biggest mobile games most people have been playing was Fire Emblem Heroes, and Dragalia's over here. It's like, hold my beer and all my storage.
I'm 3 times bigger than Fire Emblem. I'm 3 freaking times bigger than Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem's only 2 gigs, and that in itself is
cool. Sorry to interrupt here real quick. This is cool. The second playthrough for this level is literally just going backwards. That's a cool idea. Because it's the same level, but now you have to go back because there's immediate death behind you.
We're taking a page from Yoshi's Crafted World here.
Oh man, rubber band laser. Go. Laylee, I gotta leave you. Laylee, I'm coming back.
Light mode makes it even small. Wait, what?
What? That doesn't make any sense. Why would a color theme make it smaller? That right there tells me someone screwed up in the optimization department.
Huh. I didn't know that it did that. Huh.
Because light and dark mode files should not be that different in space. They should be about the same size.
But no, speaking of Fire Emblem and Dragalia, what's going on right now is Fire Emblem Heroes and Dragalia Lost are having a crossover event.
Oh, you mean light mode because of lower quality pictures. I thought you meant like theming, like a light theme and a dark theme. That's the first thing I associate when I hear light mode.
Yeah.
I think I never see anyone use nowadays, by the way. I always see people use dark modes.
Well, it's easier on the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, can I say something though, Kira? And I don't know if you agree with me on this. I feel like since, Fire Emblem Heroes is doing all this crossover stuff and Dragalia Lost, that at least Dragalia should be doing a crossover event for Fire Emblem Heroes. It only is even. It all makes it even,
This thing goes at a weird speed.
It's kind of like how there should have been a Tekken styled Street Fighter Cross Tekken instead of a Street Fighter. And now that they did a Street Fighter version of that game.
Oh, weren't they supposed to do that? And then we just haven't heard about it in like 10 years.
Yeah, they were going to, but they didn't.
Yeah,
They just
I guess plans fell through. Maybe they just couldn't work out the rights again. But yeah, that just didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm getting a good chance now to really hear this theme, and this theme's rocking. So good. I need to get the soundtrack. Hurry up and spit out your quills. And we need death behind us.
I guess you're right, Kira. Because, you know, Fire Emblem fan base is such a lovely fan base to be around.
Why do I hear sarcasm in that?
Oh, I'm glad you caught the sarcasm.
Exactly. That's one thing I can tell.
Gosh. Oh, what? Like, everybody wants to... I think just Nintendo fans are just horrible.
Yeah, I've been noticing a lot of the same issues.
I won't say all Nintendo fans are this way, but like majority of the ones you see that are vocal are pretty horrible.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of them that just I'm the right attitude kind of thing. So yeah, a lot of people who are very vocal. Maybe not the ones you want to deal with.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see the Zelda fan base being as bad as it used to be anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know years ago they were bad. That was scary. Go down, go down!
I thought we were gonna have I hate pinball.
Okay, good, check
Oh, yeah, that was another I hate pinball moment.
I mean, we kind of did.
Oh, it's either I get his vomit or coin. I'll take the coin. What, 2 coins? That's weird. Missed like almost every quill.
In my opinion, it's just Nintendo fans get the most limelight because
That thing is seriously rubber banding. Oh wait, what?
Oh my god!
I got Laylee when I died. Like, don't worry, Yuka. I'm coming back just to be dead with you. Why?
Laylee is over here, and Lester, when you get to the upload of this, want to put the meme up. It's just Laylee was literally that meme of said, "I guess I'll just die."
Yeah. Yeah, guess I'll die. Oh crap. Please stay.
Oh, can someone explain to me what's going on Twitter with this stupid soccer game?
Oh yeah, I heard a lot of people are confused about this one because it's some random N64 game that's just a meme because this is how memes work.
I don't even understand what is this.
To be fair, from what I've been hearing, most people don't either. It seems like just a random meme of the week.
I just...
Oh jeez, those things are insta-kill.
I don't even...
Oh, I just realized something. Okay, this makes more sense now compared to the first playthrough. When we were first here, there was a battalion just right above the starting line. I'm thinking, oh, maybe we can just jump up there and win. That battalion's for the alternate playthrough, which is this level. So you can see it in the other one. That's interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's the only level so far where we've seen technically 2 battalions in it. Because there are supposed to be 2 in each one, but we can never see the other one's location. Wait, how did I die immediately after getting hit? What happened to my iframes?
They said no.
Yeah, clearly. Oh, do I gotta buy the taunt that gives me slightly longer iframes just to live?
So, no, I'd rather not talk about it. I don't want your videos stricken down. I'm not doing it.
Let me guess. Current events?
Yeah, no, not that. It is current events, but it has something to do with the game.
Oh, really? I need Laylee. Well, I know a lot of things I've been hearing lately for gaming news has been that Last of Us leak, which now they're starting to come up with more information. Yeah, just bring it up because I want to know more about this. From what I've read so far, apparently they're finding it's like it wasn't an employee from Naughty Dog. It's just one of their games servers were easy to hack, so someone hacked it and got into the Naughty Dog servers, which got them this footage from the new game.
Yeah, okay. Apparently, everybody was talking about how everybody was talking about how this was a disgruntled employee. That was never proven, by the way.
Yeah.
And now Sony is going on and saying, man, that this is a...
What? Oh, secret exit. I was wondering what this was.
And then Sony's now saying that the leaker was part of a hack and that breached a defense fault in Naughty Dog's defense breach, security breach. Yeah, and that's what caused it. And I said, well, the thing that bothers me is those leaks. I've seen the leaks because I frankly don't care about the game, but I just don't understand. Like, what I don't understand is if that was the case, why is the dev kit information there?
Yeah, that one seems weird for them to be able to get from just a compromise like this.
Yeah, that's what my biggest issue is. I'm not going to discuss leaks because I don't want Lester's video taken striken down. But it's just, I don't understand that. That's why I have issues. Like when they say, "Oh, it was a hack," I was just like, "Are you sure about that?" Like literally, it's just, "Are you sure about that?"
Yeah, it almost sounds like one of those leaks, quote unquote. That's not like a real leak. That could be like a intentional leak or something. There's like a weird thing going around with this. People are looking more into it.
Yeah. Well, we gotta be careful about what we talk about on videos with that because actually, and I don't agree with this. Sony's just flat out striking videos down, talking about it.
Wait a minute.
They're copyright claiming all these and just.
Wait a minute. Black and white. We already have that. That's basically the Shadow and the Noir film. So there's 3 tonics in this game that basically do the same thing. That's a waste of quills.
Yeah, wow, that's a waste of quills.
I want to try Shadow Puppet.
It says... Okay, well, I'm trying to get caught up with the chat here. Yeah, I heard the employee leak thing, too. That's what I was hearing for the most part. But this is the new story that's going around.
Yeah, the new one now about this Wii source code thing somehow got leaked out. Like, I don't know how someone would have got a handle of this, but they get the original Wii source code, giving them a better look at how they made the system.
Can I ask one thing? And I'm gonna be sounding really freaking stupid here. What does it matter?
Nowadays, it doesn't, because actually getting a source code for a system that hasn't been relevant in a few years, it's fine in terms of, like, it's weird to say, it's not fine in legal standard, obviously, because it's kind of wish-washy, but it's fine for if people want to look at it nowadays, because it shouldn't compromise what's currently being made at Nintendo, but at the same time, it's, again, fishy, and people are kind of concerned, I guess, about it, like, how did they get the files to begin with?
Okay.
Yeah, it also makes it super easy to pirate stuff, like the Wii wasn't already easy to pirate for.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the easiest consoles to pirate, next to something like the Dreamcast.
Or to make Chinese knockoffs. Okay. That kind of makes more sense now. Like, I didn't understand when people were talking about it. I said, well, what does it mean? I heard it was, like, for the N64 and the GameCube.
Oh, I didn't hear those. I only heard Wii.
Yeah. I heard that the GameCube and the Wii were also affected by this.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a problem for Nintendo. They're re-releasing that stuff because they don't want that information being a thing when they still use it. Because if they're not going to touch the stuff nowadays, it doesn't matter too much for their end. It's still bad, but they would just shrug at that point, just say, just continue to release the Switch. But if they want to like do, say, like an N64 classic, this may cause a problem. Because then people can replicate it.
Yeah, I heard about the leak over the weekend with Nintendo consoles. I was like, I felt stupid because I didn't understand what the big deal was.
I mean, I know this is going to help the modding scene a lot, because then this can fine-tune, like, the Dolphin emulator, for example, but obviously it's not good for Nintendo's sake.
No.
Geez, where did all that speed come from? I stopped for a reason. And these things are on the proper cycle now. What changed? This is a weird tonic. Just being black and white with just, you know, being able to mainly see what my characters are because of their eyeballs is very different. Like, I can barely see it when I'm in the light like that.
It's like those 1 levels from DKC.
Yeah. I mean, you can make the whole game like that with certain tonics. I can't imagine how this game would play if I combine this kind of puppet tonic with, like, the noir one, since it's like a pure black background. It'd probably be impossible to see my character. I'll get some Laylee back quick. Also get rid of the wall in front of me. That's actually good. Beneficial to die there. Yeah, I made that whole section pretty easy.
Yeah. So we didn't have anything major to do at work today, but it's getting so ridiculous now because of our suppliers.
Oh god!
The suppliers that supply the raw materials, well, they're in China right now, and current events is kind of putting a halt to that. So
The laser barrier can get the battalion for you? What the hell is this? Sorry, this level's really hard to talk over, apparently. That was weird. Continue.
But yeah, it's getting really hard to get work now, but they still want us at work, so it's just a weird time right now.
Yeah, it's just now they're just like, find things to do. Because we have nothing.
Wonder if you get a trophy in the PS4 version for collecting all the tonics.
I think there is an achievement for that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave him for now. I don't think there's a good one to right by that mess. Actually, hang on, let me do this to be quicker. So I want to go to chapter 8 anyways. There, now you can blow again. Yeah, they even make the joke. I guess that's what this switch is for, so turn her on and off. Things you definitely didn't expect to say.
He's gone from suck to blow.
I'm gonna change this to... Where is the tonic again? Oh, I had to unequip, re-equip this one. That's why I couldn't find it.
I'll just put it this way, though. In regards to some things, no, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it on.
I thought you were like, Last of Us 2 is a thing. What I've been hearing, people are mixed on it from just what they see.
I heard
that's weird.
Mixed on it too, and I'm like, well, I heard it is mixed. It was actually overall negative.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. People were kind of mixed on what they see in early footage, anyways.
Yeah. It makes me worry. I was like, well, I don't. I can see the Sony going after whoever leaked the dang game.
Oh yeah, I mean they have to, because that's a breach. So yeah. Whoever did that did something illegal. Flat out, they stole.
Not only that, it'll cost them sales, because if people actually see the leaks and say, "Oh well, I don't like how this," it's a story-driven game. And if you see the story, what's the point of, getting the game,
Oh, yeah, I mean, of course. That's why, if that kind of thing happens, they can go after this person for loss of sale.
Yeah.
They have every right for that to actually work in court. Because this kind of stuff has happened in the past, and those kind of claims have been made. Yeah, but that could actually work. Oh, now I want to do that. That's so sick. You can actually do this. Holy crap. Nope. Well, if you don't ground pound the pit like an idiot. Trying to ground pound on the pillar to get some extra speed.
Oops.
Guys, again. Yeah, there you go. I knew it. Love this game.
Let's just like, I found my new favorite game because I could do speedrunning stuff. So.
Wait, is this just... That's an exit. I found a way to get up there illegitimately. Wow. That
Oh
must
my
just
God.
be for quills.
Lester, stop. The game's had enough.
Stop, he's already dead.
Oh, I see why that worked. Because the cannon's on the bottom of that windmill at first. I boosted off of the cannon because it can be used as a platform. Laylee, get out of the ceiling. Laylee. Laylee. I hate you. Why do you get stuck in the ceiling? Now I need another Laylee. There's no bells to replace my friend. So I'll just do this. When you lose your best friend, might as well die.
Guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die.
They knew you can do that. Holy crap. That is cool. That is really cool. See, like, the movement in this game is, like, the big selling point for it, because look at all the crazy stuff they know about with this movement. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, how are you supposed to get to those quills up there? That's the only way I can think of, which is seeming like it's breaking the game, but it also seems developer intended.
Yeah, it probably is developer intended. Oh, I bought Streets of Rage 4 the other night, and I really like that game.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of people praise it. Laylee, no.
I'm at-
Laylee, no. I
Like,
blame you.
if you want a good Scott Pilgrim versus the World without that you haven't had in a while, that's a good game. to get.
We're reverting to going to the dark web for Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
I know.
Sadly.
I know. Unfortunately. I think I still have that game on my PS3.
Yeah, I know I have the game on my system as well. You can still technically re-download it if you do own it, but anyway, better safe than sorry. I feel like this bomb's supposed to be used for something. I don't want to get rid of it.
Wow. I just caught a scorpion in Animal Crossing just now. I just said, I caught a scorpion.
I hit that box
It said-
through the wall. Where did my bomb go? Oh, what? It
there it
still
is.
hurt me. What the hell is the physics engine in this game?
It don't know what to do with itself.
Clearly.
I just caught a scorpion in my game. It just said, I caught a scorpion. It was a sting operation.
Oh, jeez. What? No. Oh.
Yeah, I love puns.
I'm not getting that quill set. Yeah, he's already bet me, so his timer's about ready to run out. Yeah, I seen that coming.
It sounds like you're having a lot of fun with this game, though.
Yeah, I feel
I'm
good.
kind of glad you like it.
I mean, it's a really good game, because if you like any of the country games, you'll really like this. 'Cause it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
In some ways, it's more polished than some of those other games. Like, some people I've heard say this is better than Tropical Freeze, which I can kind of see why they would say that.
Yeah.
It's the only weird thing I've seen about it. I think all the console versions do this, but I know specifically people mentioned about Switch. If you use any of the tonics, like the graphic ones, they kind of nerf the frame rate. It goes down to 30. But I think PS4 and 1 is the same. You guys desperate.
Yeah. I still find it hilarious that Tiki's weapon in Yooka-Laylee lost is classified as a dagger. It's silly because she uses the pointy part of her dragonstone instead of the actual knife. Or an actual knife.
Oh.
Well, she doesn't need to have a knife. She's a little girl. That's literally like that one meme where it says, "What do you got?" And he says, "A knife." And he's like, "No!" Have you ever seen that meme?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, it was basically a video of a mom. She was saying to her little boy who was running around the bin of a pool and saying, "What do you got?" And the kid pulls out a little pocket knife, and he goes, "A knife?" And she goes like, "No!"
I just realized that box I used to get up there is floating. Whoops.
How's it floating? I don't even know.
Wow, I missed everything. Holy crap. I just noticed they give you the caution signs, kind of like Sonic Generations,
Okay.
which is a cool idea. To my knowledge, I think that's like one of the only Sonic games that really did something like that. It would have been nice to have in games like Sonic Rush or the Advance series.
Sonic Generation. No, they had that in Lost World too.
Did they? I don't remember. It's been a while since I fully played Lost World. Oh, I jumped.
Yeah, I think. What was the other? It was Sonic Forces was the one after Lost World.
Yeah,
right?
Forces I think did have it too, but it was only on the game's easy mode. Because if you played on like normal or hard or something, it just wasn't there. To be fair, there is no reason for you not to play in the hardest difficulty, because that game is really easy.
Well, I also found out too that, and I didn't even know this the first time. Normal difficulty, if you play on hard mode of Sonic Forces, you're essentially playing all the Sonic games you've ever played in your life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because what the difference is between normal and hard is hard just makes you lose all your rings when you get hit.
Yeah.
Normal.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, it really nerfs the game. So even playing on the hardest difficulty, it's not that hard. So it doesn't really feel that different. In fact, the easy mode, I know a lot of people joke about this one, because you have your own preferences on your difficulty, but a lot of people have kind of agreed that easy mode in Forces is a little too easy, because there's not much to it.
It actually started in Sonic 4 Episode 2. Didn't Sonic 4 Episode 2 come out after?
Yeah, I was going to say, Generations what really started, because Generations was 2011, and then Forces was, not Forces, yeah, Forces was next. Episode 2 was 2012.
Oh, yeah, Episode 2 was 2012, yeah. Generations was 2001.
Yeah.
Or 2011. sorry.
Man, Generations came out a lot earlier than I thought.
Man, I'm sorry. Okay, gosh, I got tongue tied. It's
Oh, that was
okay.
close.
I get missed. I just said that the Generations came out in 2001. My bad.
Yeah, remember that 10th anniversary where they just went back to Green Hill Zone again? My favorite. And it's funny how I joke about that, but they kind of did because that's an unlockable adventure too.
Yeah, that was the 10th anniversary game, so...
Yep. That was really at a time where people didn't care. They brought back Green Hill because like, oh, this is cool. I haven't seen this really done that much. This is an interesting idea. Get the games today. Oh my god, can we get out of this level? I'm so tired of seeing it. I've seen this like 10 times.
I wonder what Sega's gonna do for Sonic's 30th anniversary, because...
There's been rumors that they were working on like remasters of the adventure games, but I don't think anything's really been concrete about it, so it's hard to say.
Honestly, I'm just like, it really is bothering the hell out of me that Generations was 10 years ago. Generations
was a hidden
only
canon.
10 years ago.
I know, it really makes you think.
Gosh.
Which
It
is
really
weird
does.
to say because that's still one of the best looking games in the series. It looks better than the Forces. What are you doing?
Well, Unleashed is still probably the best looking one.
Oh yeah, it is. Like the only problem that game has graphically nowadays, since it's still only on the consoles, is the shadows kind of look like garbage because the game is rendered out in 480p. So the shadows look super blocky. That's about it. Everything else looks really good.
And that game came out in 2008.
Yep.
What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. That's why everyone was so confused about how Forces came out looking worse than Generations in some ways, because they heard, oh, this is a Hedgehog engine. That was an Unleashed. That game looks amazing. Get the Forces. Wow, this game doesn't look that fantastic. What happened? It's not the same engine, it's just the same name.
Carried hard by the Hedgehog engine, yeah. I mean, I feel like Unleashed was a very, very, very ambitious project by Sonic Team.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think it... I'm gonna be honest, even to this day, Unleashed is probably my favorite modern Sonic game. I still love that game to death. And I don't know, man. I feel bad that it's kind of underappreciated by a lot of people in the fan base.
Oh, win! That was the biggest troll I think I've ever seen. Like, hey, you're making the jump. And no, you're not. I'm gonna move this like 5 feet to the right. Have fun.
It says, in Generations, the Forces use a neutered version of it so it doesn't cause slideshows. Yeah.
But the funny thing is, they didn't really need to do that because it also released on the PC. So they could have gave people more options to tweak with on that version to make the most out of the engine. Like, the game is so... The options on the PC version are pretty bad. There's not much there.
Yeah.
Like, the most stuff you can tweak is like, alright, maybe bump up the texture quality slightly, and that's about it. Okay, what is with this roof causing Laylee just to get stuck?
Laylee doesn't like roofs. She likes to raise the roof.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I actually want that. I'm gonna do this. You know, speaking of Generations, like kind of also doing some stuff with the Hedgehog engine. If you play the PC version, I just found out as well that there's a new mod engine that also works with Generations. And one of the things they added in there is like so many of the Unleashed stuff. Like you can do the Unleashed sweep kick. They have the same like long blue trail from Unleashed. You can bump up the shadow quality. Like you can literally now make Generations 100% like Unleashed, which is
That's
insane.
kind of funny.
I will say, it also has the option for using the Unleashed Stomp. That Stomp is only good in Unleashed, because when you put that in Generations, it definitely feels out of place, because it screws with your momentum so much.
Yeah.
Because when I use it and it keeps you going full speed, I keep on missing jumps. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna turn this off.
This is kind of screwing with me, man.
It really does. Because on Unleashed, I use that like extra momentum to do more speed tech with it, like the sidestep glitch, where you just basically go a million miles an hour. Oh, tricky.
Yeah, weren't we supposed to be hearing some more news from the Sonic Twitter account? Well, they were supposed to have Jump Festa this year, but since, you know, world events happened.
Well, they said they're going to reschedule that, but they don't know when. So, like, they'll share the news from that when they have a concrete date. They haven't really given us a date yet. Just still don't know.
Yeah.
Laylee, get back here. Laylee.
Laylee, please come back.
Like dealing with a dog that keeps on ripping up your rug. Like, stop doing that. It's like, no, I want to.
Oh gosh, don't remind me. The cats are like that too.
Yep. Oh, wait a minute, I just realized something. I can still... Oh, no, it's blocked off. Never mind. My idea does not matter now. I'll just ride this up. Or not? Okay, I guess not. Wait, where'd the vomit come from? I didn't even notice there was a quill active.
Ah, the quills. Keep my quills.
Oh, give me this. I still don't know what this bomb's supposed to be for. Okay, you're a nuisance. Get out of here. I can't kill you. Especially with googly eyes, because this bomb's only going to destroy the googly eyes, not the spike guy.
Googly eyes.
Ooh, I have an idea. This is completely useless and it might kill me, but I want to do it. Swag. Yep, I knew it. I told you it would kill me, but that looked cool. Totally worth. Now I gotta go back up there because the coin still needs to be collected.
We still need that there coin.
I mean, how else do you pay Trousers for his paywall?
By wringing his neck, his elongated neck.
I actually want to make that now. You can make it over to that windmill. And I want to do it.
I'll be right back, Buster.
Alright, that's fine. I may be popping off when you're gone. I almost made it too. I hesitated. That was my problem. I should probably come back down here and hit this checkpoint if I'm going to do this again. But, I don't know. One more attempt. And then I'll do it legit. Because I know I can get it. Alright, that one was just the wind saying, no, you're not doing this. I can't tell when the wind's going to start gusting up like that when I'm up above because I can't see the trail.
Even the window doesn't want you to do it.
Like, no swag. Just play it normally. I'm gonna hesitate here for a second. Just be safe with the wind. Yeah, okay, I should have hesitated for another second. We'll just move on. Shush! The only reason why I'm dying is because I'm being stupid. I don't need to skip. Well, I get worried when I see those active because in some games they have like these extra like star systems that work on your file to say how good you're doing and all the things you were accomplishing. And I know in some games, like if you see that kind of stuff up here, then your file's ruined forever. Like, oh, because that happens in like 3D land. I know that for sure. It does the same crap where you like activate one of something. I can't remember. I activated something. And my file didn't get full 5 stars. It's like stuck on 4 now. Like, well, there's a permanent stain. I can't remember what it was exactly. It's been a bit since I last played. Because I know some of it's like, oh yeah, use like the extra Tanuki suits or something. But it's like, no, it wasn't that. Also, where's that final coin? Wait a minute. I think I need something in my mouth. It's gonna be weird, but I'm actually gonna go back. Because I think there's something back here I can put in my mouth. I want to try... Oh, no, go back. I want to try hitting that signpost. It might... Wait, what's this? Oh, never mind. There it is. Just hidden down below with a hidden barrel. Because, yeah, you're gonna be able to tell that's there! I hate everything. Shut up. I did my stuff. I don't need you.
Oh, you don't need me. Okay, I'll leave the call then.
Yeah, not you. Stupid hint system saying, please cheat. And I'm like, no. I was wrong about needing something in my mouth. I was thinking, like, there's this pillar up ahead here, right next to the end. I was thinking maybe you can jump, spit something out to hit that piece of wood, which would push out your coin. But now it's just hitting cannon. I think knows that New Mario Wii doesn't make the stars in your file shine if you use Super Guide. Yeah, that's the big thing with a lot of those games. If you use their Super Guide system, you won't get like the shiny star effect. Like it takes that away from you. But I know in later games they start to add more to it as well. Like you get all the coins, here's one, or you don't die much, here's one, or you don't continue. It might have been that. It might have just been a continue thing. That's all the levels I can do here. So let's go over to chapter 9. Because over here, we got trousers. Somewhere. There's a pagey. Ignore him for the moment. Oh, here he is. Looking for a deal? I'm off duty? Okay. Can you still just sell me black market stuff? Like you did in the first game? Look at all the smashing stuff I bought with your Twit coin. Oh, good. He's bragging. This is what happens when you order with the drones delivering your packages. They just give up and drop it. You're lucky that this stuff didn't break. Wait, what? Opened all the paywalls and an extra tonic slot? That's interesting. I kind of feel like you may have to do that anyways if you're gonna want more bees, so that works out in our favor. I mean, technically this is a game where it doesn't matter how much you play, because you can just go to the final level whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
But since I want to play all the levels, I'm going to get all the paywalls opened up, so I'm going to get that 4th slot. I guess I might as well do this pagey challenge because it's sitting here. Oh, hey, speaking of paywalls, here's a paywall. 20? Jeez, man. I swear, at the end of this, I'm just going to be extorted out of all my money.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Dresser wasn't even that expensive in the first game with Quill, so I'm like, nah, I got that sweet life now. I must pay for my mansion. Give me all the quick coins. I've been playing this, focusing more on the overworld and the levels, see how much I can explore for diving the levels to quick coins. That's a good idea, yeah. Because like exploring more, this will give you more levels to just explore, and you can always use the quick warps to get back. I've just been kind of doing things as I go, which has been working out. Okay, well, I was just about ready to say something that would have put a foot in my mouth, so I'm glad I didn't say that. This seems like one of the easier challenges. And I say that as I fell to my death, but please ignore. That was actual user error. See? Easy. Alright, want to raise up this contraption? Give me your pagey power. I swear this has to be a He-Man reference. That's all you did? Could have got a damn ladder for what you just did. That was a quick. Where the hell is Skippy used for? Wait a minute. Oh, I know. That's the key I was looking for then.
Okay, I'm back, Lester. I'm sorry. I just saw something that you might be interested in. Shantae and the Seven Sirens are coming out on PC.
Well, yeah, it got the release date. I'm honestly getting annoyed at way forward. They haven't released the price yet. I'm like, what is it gonna cost? Because this game is so confusing on that, since it released on Apple Arcade first, which was a $5 a month subscription. So I just have to guesstimate it based on like what this game is offering. I'm thinking it's gonna be 20 to 30 bucks, kind of like the last game. But that's only because of assumptions. They haven't told us the pricing. You can't pre-order anywhere. Like, what the heck is going on? I kind of want to know, because being unemployed and all, you kind of need to know how much money you need for certain things, and if you can even get something. I probably won't be able to get it, like anything else right now, sadly.
Man, you know, why is everything coming, or at least attempted to, come out on the end of May?
Yeah, I know. It's one of the worst times for all this stuff to come out at once, because people are having to pick and choose.
I mean, Last of Us 2 was trying to do May 29th. You got Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition coming out the 29th. And we got the Bioshock and the Borderlands collections coming on Switch coming out the 29th as well. And then you got now Shantae doing this stuff.
I mean, that one I expected, because they announced that one months in advance.
Yeah.
And that's nothing new for them, since this has already been established.
Yeah,
But it's the other ones that are a little more surprising, yeah.
This is so weird.
Oh, I get it. I still laugh that the Burnout release on Switch is gonna cost $50, and then the other day I see it was $5 on everything. Like, yeah, it's gonna really bite that version on the butt. It's not gonna sell well at all, because everyone's gonna see the price difference.
Everybody's gonna see the price and be like, "Oh, well, I can see it. But you can buy it for $5 and everything else." And then I'm just like, well, now EA is going to use that as an excuse to say, see, people don't want our stuff on Switch.
Yeah, I'm going to see that easily happening right now, because this is usually the trend with Switch ports. Like, if it's a little overpriced, people are not going to buy it, and then the devs think it's because no one has an interest. No, it's because your price is a little too high, you idiot. It happens all the time.
You want to sell an old game, and it's stupid.
May I have another, please? Thank you. Oh wow, 2 special quills right next to each other. That's different.
Come on.
Apparently.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Oh, I needed this one too. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a weight. Okay, so if I stand on these platforms, they move. But what happens if I ground pound? Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
That seems a little disappointing. I love the use of the acoustic guitar in this song. It's so good. I'm always a sucker for good acoustic guitar riffs in anything. Maybe probably because I've played the acoustic guitar growing up.
Well, and not only that, like, David Wise is such a brilliant artist. So,
Oh, yeah. I think he did a majority of the soundtrack, because I think Grant probably did a handful of the songs. I can't remember what the third guy did as much, but I think the lead in it was supposed to be Wise, what everyone was saying.
yeah. I like David Wise's music.
Didn't he also compose some of the stuff with the first Yooka-Laylee as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because I know he was part of the stretch goals like Grant was.
He did, I think he did Minecart music.
Okay, that would probably explain a lot, because it definitely sounded like something from the Country series. Oh, wait, no, that's not where I want to go. Okay. Well, I kind of wanted that, so I'm going to die.
Guess I'll die. Yeah, I bought Streets of Rage 4 the other day, and I really like the game. I'm kind of glad that I got it now. What world are you on?
This is World 9. There's 20 in total, but each one has like an alternate version to play. So there's 40 levels in total because of that. Not just that, but also this game has, when I've heard, like 8 extra battalion that are in the open world. We found 1 so far.
Okay.
I want to get all 48 before we go back to the impossible lair, because then we've pretty much done everything in the game. It's kind of the goal. Ah! Sorry, Laylee. You're in my way.
Get back here, Laylee.
What? I didn't... Okay, I held the button and you could just spit out the fruit immediately.
Oh, what the heck?
That was weird. I swear, without that power to keep Laylee around for longer, she just stays on the screen for like 3 seconds, like, alright, I'm going home. She does not stay long enough in a lot of areas.
So fuck this shit, I'm out. You're on your own, Yuka?
It doesn't help that you don't have much movement capability without Laylee, because you can't do like the ground pound without her. You can't really do twirls. So it's a really neutered form of your movement, which does not help for exploring.
No.
And then there's this. Laylee, get back here. I can't go through the floor. Why can she clip through the floor, but I can't? It's so unfair. Laylee, stop it. Oh, I missed coin too. I just realized that. That's fine. We can speedrun through this level later. Why is it the aesthetic of this place is reminding me of a Mighty Number 9 level of all things?
Because this was also a Kickstarter game at one point.
Well, this was not, I don't think. They announced it, but I don't think they raised money for it.
Kickstarted.
Yeah, I know the first game was, yeah.
Which, you know, I'm honestly glad looking back at everything, I am glad I backed that. I'm glad I backed both the games I backed when I did.
Yeah, because both the ones you did were successes.
Yeah, and they were really good. So, I had fun playing them. Like, if I had a Game of the Year's list, as I did for last year, I mean, I kind of did, for the most part. Bloodstained was definitely on the higher end of that. And I kind of have a bias towards it because I put money towards that game. But, you know, I had a lot of fun playing that game. I really did. It was a really good game. And, you know, I would just play it over again. I bought the game, like, I think I have it on PS4. I have it on PS4. I have it on the Switch version. I know the Switch version isn't
It's terrible, from what I've heard. Although, I think they're supposed to, like, release the patch by now that fixed a lot of the issues. Even though it still has some, I think they patched out a lot of the game-breaking stuff that was there since
Yeah,
launch.
they fixed a lot. I did check the Switch version. They fixed a lot of the problems. It's okay. It's just, you know.
I mean, from what I've heard, it's still kind of unoptimized, which is not good.
Yeah, it's not good at all.
Laylee, you're just stuck in the pillar. What am I supposed to do? See, that's like the one thing I hate about this game. It's just sometimes Laylee will get stuck in something and you can't do anything about it. That's one thing I don't understand. And the mechanic of Laylee being separated from you in first hit is not my favorite. I really like so much about it. It's just that one thing. That one thing kind of screws up a lot of crap.
And I had fun playing this game, the first Yooka, a lot back when I played it. It's just my biggest thing with that game when it first came out is that game-breaking bug that I couldn't 100% the game because of it.
Oh yeah, I mean, that kind of soured some stuff, but
Yeah, it kind of soured my mood
I mean,
a little bit.
again, like a lot of problems I heard back then was just kind of how rough it was around launch with the console versions being outsourced, which really didn't help it.
Yeah.
Now, let me see where I missed that coin. Actually, I should probably just get as many quills as I can while I'm here. Might as well. Why did I miss that twice? Ow! Stop missing! Don't know how I missed like 4 times in a row, but there, finally got in. Not gonna worry about those down there, it's not worth it.
Yeah. There's a lot of like underrated platformers that came out last year that I think a lot of people slept on.
Yeah.
This was one of them.
Oh wait, I think I see where I missed it.
What was another one? Super Lucky Sale was another one. I
Well,
know
think-
the game.
Oh, that's not what I thought that was. I think the biggest thing with that is a lot of people didn't think much about it because it's like, oh yeah, it's that random Xbox One 3D platform that just kind of did okay, so I'm not gonna waste my money on it. And then it turned out to be a whole different game because they changed so much about it.
Well, the thing is with that game, and this is the weirdest, I really like the game. I played a lot of it. It's really fun to play. It's a fun 3D platformer. My biggest thing with that game is they released it like 3 times, and each time it was different than the other one, but it's essentially the same game.
Yeah, that was the weird thing about it. They kept on changing the game. Like, I don't know why. Oh, I see something there.
Like, you know what's so funny? It was called Lucky's Tale. The first, it was called Lucky's Tale the first time, and it was a VR game.
Yeah, of all things.
Of all things.
That's why I didn't do well the first time, because that was in an age where VR was just starting to take off. So not many people had the equipment, so no one played it.
And then they rebranded it as Super Lucky's Tale and brought it to the Xbox One.
Well, no, it was just Super Lucky's Tale.
Or Super's Lucky's Tale. Yeah, Super Lucky's Tale.
There's the Twit coin.
Xbox One. And it sold. When it sold, I don't think it sold very well. I don't know if it did.
No, it did not. And that was one of the games that launched at the time they did that cross-buy system, so that's when they started to do the Play Anywhere program. You can play on both your computer and your Xbox, and that did not matter. The game still did not sell well because it's just no one cared.
Yeah.
That's not the audience for your cutesy 3D platformer. The same system you get Gears of War and Halo is not the same system you buy a cute platforming game like that. So that's why it kind of failed horribly on Xbox. And even PC to a degree, because it was Microsoft exclusive, so Windows Store. Who buys games on the Windows Store? People forget that's a thing half the time.
Yeah. And then now that they rebranded it again, it's called New Super Lucky's Tale on the Switch, which I think they changed a couple things.
Yeah, again, they changed a lot about it. It's a very different game.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, it's still a lot of the same core mechanics, but I think they added a lot of new stuff to it that just, it's almost like a whole new game.
Okay.
Because they just keep on liking to do that for some reason.
I mean, I played it. It's a fun game, and I like it. It's just, golly, they released this game like 3 times already.
Yeah, there's only so many times you release the same game. I mean, look, Skyrim finally stopped porting itself like every year. About time. Yeah, Andrew did a good video comparing the original Lucky's Tale on Xbox and then the new Super one on Switch.
Okay.
That's how I know like there's so much different about it, because this video like details a lot of changes. A lot of them are weird.
I'll have to look at it. I haven't watched that video. Have you played a lot of the new Mario Maker update?
I barely played it.
You barely played it? Okay.
Keep in mind, this past month, most of my gaming time has been whatever game is on my PC just to test weird things with OBS.
Yeah.
So really not much gaming. Last week we streamed this game for about 4 hours. My playtime before I started to stay was 12 hours. That tells you how much I've been testing. That's just this game. I swear, at this point, I hate the first level right now because I've seen it like probably 30 times.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta take a break from this first level. There's only so much you can watch. Oh, this is a whole area. Okay, I thought this was just gonna be like a quick pathway. What the? Oh, I need the box to put on the Switch. That's what that is. Okay.
I've been super slow about it because I've been lacking creativity.
Yeah, finding creativity for something like Mario Maker is always kind of hard because you have to be in the right mindset for it.
Yeah.
I still need to play some of the worlds for that because there's a lot that goes into it. I've already seen someone like recreated the first world from like Super Mario World in Maker 2. That's really cool. I want to check that out.
I need to just play Mario Maker. I've played like 10 hours of the game. I need to go back and play. I haven't played it since the Zelda update. I haven't played it since this new update. I'm just kind of worried. Like, I need to go back and play it. I haven't had time to.
Yeah.
Because
Again, there's just been so many other things to play.
You know, yeah, there's just too many games out right now, and you know, and people are sitting here begging for. Oh, by the way, like people getting all pissed off about them Nintendo possibly not having a direct in June because I said, "Come on, guys, you guys don't have anything else to play."
To be fair, this is the same fan base that wants a direct every day. Like literally, they want them to advertise every single day of their lives. So it's not an accurate fan base to look at for that reason.
I mean, like, I get it. Like that's kind of weird that Nintendo's not doing one in June because of this whole, you know, I mean, it's not weird. It's not weird at all.
No, it makes a lot of sense because look how the last one was. It was a lot of random news that most of it was third-party stuff because they don't know what to talk about right now because they don't know what they can actually make.
Yeah.
With everything going on, it's slowing down production on everything. So people gotta understand that, and most people don't.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff on my backlog. I'm not hurting for games right now. The less money I have to spend, the better.
Yeah, really, especially right now when people don't even have jobs. The less money to spend, the better for people who literally can't spend. Some people are right now like, I don't care about Direct because I just want to catch up on my backlog.
Yeah. Oh, you're playing this game too?
Yeah,
Hello,
hey,
sir.
G, how you doing?
But yeah, I don't know. I get why people want a direct during E3 time because, you know, we don't know what Nintendo's planning for 2020 after Xenoblade, really. But
to be fair, they don't even know half the stuff in that Direct could have released or not. For all we know, Xenoblade could get a delay in a week. Like, we don't know.
Yeah,
it doesn't look likely, but it could easily happen.
It's got a rating and everything, so I don't think it will.
Oh yeah, I agree for that reason.
You just finished Radiant Dawn. Good game. I like that game a lot. That game is really fun though. Really expensive nowadays if you try to get it physically.
Yeah, I mean, it was a game that didn't sell that well back in the day, so not as many copies out in the wild.
Yeah. You know, it makes me wonder, how much are copies of Cooking Mama Cookstar going for on eBay?
Well, you say that, and it's funny. The other day, there was a listing on GameStop for the PS4 version. I'm like, wait, they still got to make the PS4 version? How is this possible?
Wait, what?
There's a whole lawsuit that's causing the game not to be made. How's a PS4 version existing? I seen that listing. I'm like, what? How? How does this happen?
Oh, Radiant Dawn was so hard. Yeah, it's really difficult towards the end game. I really like the game, but that's because I played Fire Emblem since we got it here in the States. So I was I played a lot of it. I'm just used to the difficulty, I guess. I don't know how the best way to describe that.
I mean, that makes sense. You've played a lot of them, so you're used to a lot of the hard stuff they put in these games.
Yeah. I get you, it's hard. It is hard. Radiant Dawn isn't an easy game at all.
I mean, I heard that about a lot of the games until Awakening, because they were all pretty difficult, and they didn't really have an option to change the difficulty.
Yeah. Radiant, but I know the normal mode in Radiant Dawn is hard mode. That's because of stupid mistranslation. It was stupid. I don't understand why they mistranslated that.
Yeah, that seems like a weird localization issue.
Yeah, that's why nowadays when I go back and play it, I just play it on easy because I know that's the normal difficulty.
Yeah, might as well, because that happens a lot. Like, that happened with the Mega Man games back in the day, too. Like, some of those were just mislabeled.
And then again, I don't even really care what difficulty I play in the game anymore.
Okay, I feel robbed. What was that thing? As soon as I got all the quills, like, you did it! Here's nothing! Thanks. Appreciate it. Let's try this again. It might have had an issue because Laylee went away. I was like, well, you kind of failed. So I'm going to count that as a failure.
I was having a hard time the other night on
Go down.
Final Fantasy. on Final Fantasy 7 remake, I was having a real hard time with the boss. I'm honestly at this point, if things go worse, I might just lower the difficulty. I really don't. I can't.
I mean,
take
you
it
might
anymore.
as well if you just want to, get through the game and see the story.
I don't want to. I don't really. I'm having fun playing it, but if I'm sitting there stressing out over recordings and stuff like that, I'll lower the difficulty. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, sir, I know how to do the section since I just did it. I'm just trying to get the quills, and if I go left, I can't get the quills. Because then I'm just not going to be able to get past the center ones in time.
Oh, I was playing Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I know a lot of people just like, oh, the game is easy, but it's not easy for me. I'm not very good at games.
You know what I mean? I can't get the bottom quills if I go left. Why I jump down to the center. But why am I not getting a prize? That does not make any sense. This is not the first level that's done this to me, but that's weird.
I still find it funny that doing a file transfer from Path of Radiance from easy clear crashes Radiant Dawn because easy.
Oh, thanks, game. You didn't really tell me that one. I tried that before and didn't work. You can hold up and down the tornado sections, and you can kind of control your vertical movement. I did that earlier, and it wasn't working for some reason. I'm not sure why. So I just thought, oh, you have to write it out. That makes it so much easier.
I was on Chapter 9, Kira. I'm on Chapter 9 in the game.
I was like, kind of screwed that one up. That one's on me. Force myself to play Uncharted 2 in hard mode. It's not fun. I heard a lot of people say some Uncharted games, like Uncharted 2, especially, if you bump up the difficulty, it gets pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
Because enemies are just bullet sponges.
Unless I'm literally going out of my way to get a trophy or something like that, I'm not playing on harder difficulties anymore.
Okay, what the hell? Is that just for like a handful of quills and that it? Because I feel robbed. I did that so many times for nothing. Why? What is with the blue? I hate you. Just get my... Oh! Never mind, I love you again.
Oh, that boss is hard. It took you like 5 tries, Kira. Yeah, it took me like, what, how many times, Amber? 3 times? 3 or 4 times? Yeah, to beat it, and I was having a hard time with that boss the other night. It was stupid. So I'm switch. Yeah, he's playing PC version of this game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the version I own. Well, one of the 2 I own on PC, because I got the Epic Store version, which I'm probably never going to play, since there's no true full screen. I don't know how I would use my same script to get the full screen option to work on Epic. I'd probably just have to do it with the shortcut. Why does this game not have a real full screen? It's borderless window. Why? Normally it wouldn't bug me when I have to capture it. It bugs the crap out of me. Also, I learned that the same thing happens with Sonic Lost World on PC, and there's no way to fix that, ever. It's like, oh, good. Well, that game's not going to be fun to ever capture. Just use the capture card.
The boss is just a random difficulty spike. You shouldn't have any trouble with the boss for a long while. Okay, good. I hope so, because I was kind of a little... I'm going to be honest with you. That night wasn't a very good night. My capture card was on the fritz because my computer's being stupid. And... It was just a horrible night that night. That was the night my mother fell down. So
yeah, you had a lot on your mind.
I had a lot on my mind. I was not in the right mindset when I was recording, and that was probably my fault for doing so.
Yeah, I mean, some of that you can't anticipate because it was afterwards all that stuff happened with your mother, so you can't really anticipate it.
Do it before.
Oh, was it? Oh, gee, I thought you recorded that like earlier in the night.
I tried recording to get it off my mind. That just ended up kind of making it worse.
Oops. Alright, I'm gonna take the L. I kind of needed that fruit.
But, that's good. At least I wasn't the only one who was having trouble with that boss, because I felt kind of embarrassed.
It sounds like, I guess that boss is one of the row points in the difficulty. So it sounds like if you get past that, difficulty starts to become normal again.
I'm gonna be honest with you though, Lester. When you play it and you get to that boss, I was really excited because I remember that let's just say there was an enemy in the original Final Fantasy VII that was so obscure and out there in the Sector 5 slums. It was so weird that I was like, why? Why is this an enemy? When I played the original, they made that the boss of Chapter 9.
Oh, that's interesting. So, yeah, they kind of fixed one of those issues you were just complaining about, like random enemy that has no purpose to being here existing. Well, they gave him a purpose.
When I saw it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, they made that a boss? That's pretty funny." I just thought it was really funny. I started laughing my butt off.
Yeah, I need to start at some point soonish. Now I figured out a lot more of my issues with OBS and streaming games on Windows. I think I'll probably start that at some point soonish. That or Doom Eternal, I'd still need to start. I gotta pick. Technically, Doom would probably be a better idea because it's shorter.
Yeah. Doom would be fun. I need to actually go back and finish it because I started it.
Yeah, I played like maybe half an hour of it the most to test the Vulcan stuff with OBS now. So like I got like the heavy machine gun. That's the furthest I got in the game.
Yeah, I haven't been fair to. I haven't been fair to Doom, or I've been wanting to play Resident Evil 3 too. I haven't had a chance to play it.
Yeah, well, the weird thing is that came out at a very strange time because it's the same day Animal Crossing, which is where you put most of your hours. And then also Resident Evil was right after it, and Final Fantasy VII Remake was right after it too. So all these big hits, all right next to each other. It's hard. You gotta pick and choose.
The thing that bothered me about the excuse that Naughty Dog had with Last of Us 2 pushing back its release date, it was saying, "Oh well, we don't know how we're gonna handle this." I said, look at all these other games that came out literally the same time. They're breaking records because people don't have things to do at home.
And now it's gonna probably slow down a bit because a lot of places are starting to try to get back to normalcy. So it may not be as big for that reason.
I get like physical copies are important too, but at that point you're just gonna have to cut your losses, man.
Well,
like,
how they handled the whole Last of Us 2 delay just didn't really make much sense because they said we're gonna delay it indefinitely, which means we may not see this game for a while. And then they come out weeks later saying, "Oh no, it's got a release date next month." Like,
it literally.
Why did you delay it indefinitely? Something smelled fishy about that.
Well, I think it's because the game got leaked. That's why.
Yeah. Well, now they just like, well, we don't want to take any more risks because we probably lost a lot of profit, which is that. But it's still something about it seems fishy. Like you come out now after an indefinite thing and say, "Yeah, we're just gonna release it." It's like, what stopped you before then when it was almost fully done? Like just besides last minute polishing, it was ready to go. What changed?
Yeah.
So where did I miss the last coin? I'm literally at the ending.
I do. There's a lot of. I can definitely tell there's a lot of internal struggle at Naughty Dog right now with this damn game.
Yeah, I've heard the crunch here has been almost as bad as like Red Dead Redemption 2 crunch. People are not happy.
I don't understand.
I mean, do you blame them?
No, I don't blame them. Crunch is always a bad thing, and it shouldn't ever exist. I don't care how long a game takes. Take all the time you need. I have plenty of other games to buy. Like this is like if any devs ever watch this video by any stretch of the mean, take all the freaking time you need. Don't hassle your employees and do this. I have plenty of games. I can be all right.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter because it's still gonna sell real well. Just make sure you take all the time you need to make it a polished product, and people will still play it regardless.
I don't need to buy a video game right this year. It doesn't need to be. Like, I get excited for games, don't get me wrong, but if it's delayed, I'd rather it be delayed. I'm gonna be honest with you, especially
don't do like what Last of Us did, in my opinion. Don't do a delay just because you feel like, we're gonna just say what current events, but really it's just we don't want to risk sales being bad, even though they're be perfectly fine. Like, don't do it because of a PR stunt. That is bad. If you're doing it for a PR stunt, it's just gonna make it worse.
Like I said before, with all these other games, Animal Crossing, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Resident Evil 3, Doom Eternal, And heck, even Persona 5 Royal. I said all these games came out, and they're fine.
Yeah, honestly, that probably helped a lot of games like Royal because people were complaining beyond belief of how bad Royal was compared to the standard version because it's like literally a glorified DLC pack for $60. But it's sold much better than I think they were anticipating with that backlash because of what's going on.
Yeah. Insert Shigeru Miyamoto's quote about Rush versus... Yeah. That's exactly it. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary to crunch. It's stupid.
No, it's
not. It hurts everybody. It makes your company look bad. I don't understand why companies do it. I really don't.
Well, they just want to get these products out as fast as possible for profits, but that sacrifices a lot, and it causes so much headache in the workspace.
It causes so much backlash, too, once your company's found out you're doing it.
Oh, yeah, because then it actually hinders your sales, which is the last thing they want, but they get anyways.
What was it? Animal Crossing became the Switch's best-selling game in the matter of not even, like, a month. It's only been on the market for a month, and it's already sold more than any other Switch game now.
All because of it coming out in one of the best times, and that got a delay.
Yeah, it got a delay, too.
Yeah, people were not happy about that delay originally, and look at how well it did afterwards. It didn't matter.
Well, people were disappointed, but they said, okay, well, we'll just wait.
Understatement comment of the year. Nope. Remember when that delay first happened? People were pissed. There was death threats.
You're right.
Were death threats.
I kind of undermined that problem.
Yeah, no, when they originally announced the delay, people were super pissed. Like, there was no reason for them to be, but they just got super upset because they wanted it right that second, and they couldn't get it right that second, so they just threw a hissy fit.
I still just don't understand why people hate
But
delays.
then the same exact community came out saying, oh yeah, delay's fine, take as long as you need so we have a good game. Like, you're the same people who made death threats because you didn't get your game this second. Why? Stupid double standard.
Then people chilled out. They were pissed until Nintendo said, we're delaying it until the health of our workers. Then everybody's like, oh, okay.
Again, double standard, because that happened, but the whole reason why you guys complained didn't change. So, what was the point? Really makes you think.
What was it? All these games, except like Resident Evil 3 and Persona 5 Royal, were like delayed at one point.
Yeah, no, they all got massive delays for a while. So, look at how they all turned out. It's fine. Alright, but I think before we go into our next level here, which is 11, I'm going to take a quick break. So, when we come back, we'll go ahead and jump into our next level here. And I don't even know where this is going to end up. I'll just stand here and then we could be halfway across the room when I start. Or I could just be off the book. Alright, well, I'm going to just leave Yooka-Laylee to their thing. And then we'll get back into it in just a few. So stay tuned and back here in just a couple minutes. Alright, we're back. Game took a second to think about what it wants to do, but that's fine. My controller disconnected in the middle of all this stuff, so Windows noise was me. Let's get back to this. I gotta look into, I don't know if it's the PS4 adapter settings I need to look into, or DS for Windows, but I gotta find out if I can keep my controller on for longer than 10 minutes of idle use.
Lester, are you live?
Oh, I just realized something. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Alright,
I
audio now
can't hear
should
you.
be good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I forgot. I should have muted myself on Discord
Give me
before I
just
did
a second.
the
I'm
hotkey.
going to disconnect and
Oh,
reconnect.
no, hang on.
Hold
No, we're
just a
still having
second.
problems. There. God, my hotkeys do not want to work today.
What the heck?
There.
Oh my-
Jeez, I really should have just muted myself on Discord first before I did the hotkey.
I was just like, wait, what's going on?
That was me being muted, that's all. Because my hotkey for unmuting myself in OBS is the same as Discord. So I muted myself in Discord while unmuting OBS.
Oh my god! So you went for like a good like what, half a minute, just not talking?
No.
Okay.
To you, I did though.
Okay. Because it was just like, oh my god.
Oh, that dropped in the
I was like-
pit. I want that.
I was like, are we starting? Because you're playing. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
This is why a lot of streamers use Stream Decks. I just hate that they're $150. My alternative method, I had to reinstall it because I uninstalled it for testing purposes, but I didn't want to put it back on just in case.
Okay. Anyways, what I was going to do since when we came back, I was remembering Kira's comment here. He says, I think FF7 didn't get any backlash for its delay because people just were joking since this game's not real. This game's not real.
Well, I still find it ironic that one of the games that is most infamous for being delayed for years came out at a time where everything is getting delayed. It was the only thing that didn't really get a delay during all this. Like, all the irony.
Yeah. And I gotta say, all these, like I said before, all these games kind of came out at the perfect time because, I mean, all of us were stuck indoors, so...
Yeah, I was like, what else do you do, right?
Mm-hmm. I wonder if digital sales of all these games were, like, a lot higher than the physical sales.
Oh, probably, because one, there's been less physical copies of everything. And two, a lot of people just like the convenience of it, and now more than ever, since it's best to stay home, and in some cases not even possible to go out. So, yeah, that probably helps digital sales by a lot.
I mean, I have Animal Crossing, but then again, I kind of have a reason why I'm doing this. I have Animal Crossing on digital on my Switch, but I have a physical copy for Amber. But I did that because I didn't want to take up 2 physical slots on my bookshelf because it's not worth all the space. If we got the game already on physical once, why do we need it a second time?
Yeah.
You know, so...
Oh, not just that, but also just for a game like Animal Crossing especially, that makes a lot of sense to do because it's a game you kind of have to constantly load up every day, and that's a lot of wear and tear for Switch. So for you, Matt, especially, you're always swapping out physical cards, so this is a huge deal for you. Because now you don't have to do that for Animal Crossing.
My Switch is a launch Switch, so...
Yeah. Because I know, Amber, when you play a game, usually you just stick to it for a while, and Animal Crossing has probably been in your system since launch.
No, I've switched it out with Fire Emblem a couple of times.
Yeah, she's trying to finish up Fire Emblem 3 Houses right now. She's been swapping in between those 2 games.
Ah, okay.
A lot.
But not as much.
Yeah. Oh, then, yeah, I guess point still stands at that point where... I mean, you are still swapping, obviously, but not nearly as much as, you know, you would probably not want to do.
Right.
She's almost done with Fire Emblem 3 Houses. She only got, what?
Well, 1 round.
Well, 1 round, at least.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing with the game.
Chapters left? Yeah. And then you're going to take a break from that for a while. I know that from sure. You kind of doing what I did. I was going to take a break from... I finished 1 route in Fire Emblem. I just said I'm going to take a break for a little bit because that was, what, a 60-hour playthrough?
Yeah, well, not just that, but it kind of makes sense to do when you have all these other things you want to play as well. So when you finish one, it's like, well, you pretty much seen the whole story at that point, at least the majority of it. So you might as well come back to it later when it's not as fresh in your mind, so it feels like a whole new experience again.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem with a lot of those games. Like, if you just play it back to back like that, you're probably gonna get fatigued.
Yeah.
Like, I want to try it. Also, I just noticed this conveyor belt is really glitching out a bit because I'm not moving on it, which is not right. Yeah, same for this. So I guess the ones that are on like a windmill setup are a little buggy. And I was gonna say is like I want to play like Nier Automata. I picked that up like a month or 2 ago, but I heard since that has multiple endings, you basically keep on replaying it. That's another one of those games where maybe like take breaks after certain playthroughs.
Yeah.
Like just so you
I
don't
heard
feel
that
fatigued.
too. I want to play that game too because I know Ethan talks about it a lot on Twitter, and I've been wanting to play it too. And I need to go back and finish Astral Chain. I started like an hour into the game, and I need to finish it.
Yeah, this is also why I'm debating like which one should I start, like what game should I play next? Because there's a lot of games that are kind of like that. Not again.
So for the most part,
That might be easier this time.
Oh, that's not how Automata works.
First 5 endings continue off from each other. Okay, so I heard you basically do replay a lot of it, but I guess like certain endings you just don't, which is good to know. It's been a while since I last heard someone fully talk about how that works. That's probably why I'm getting information wrong. Last time I heard people talk about it was like 2017 when it came out.
Yeah. Gosh, 2017 was such a good year for games.
There was a lot of big hits.
Honestly, that was like my favorite year for games.
No. Spot the quill.
Lester, did you ever consider maybe that'd be a stream game?
Possibly. I know it's long. That's the only issue with it for a stream game.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to go through every ending, because that's a beefy adventure. I know I gotta think of the next thing soon, because Metal Gear is gonna be finished up this week. Because that set of DLC, it's only gonna take like probably 2 hours to get through both of it. And then the rest of it, we'll probably just check out whatever else, because I got the Konami code to work. So I don't know what was happening last time we streamed it, where I was putting in the code, nothing happened. I did the same thing again like a day later. It worked first try. So I have no idea what happened that night. But I was having a lot of weird controller issues then, so I think there was just some weird controller interference, like the game just didn't know what I was using. That has to be it. Because I just plugged in the wire controller next day. Oh, works first try. What happened?
Weird controller issues. Many in the third.
Although I figured out some stuff. I guess maybe since I like reinstalled Windows, my Bluetooth drivers have been a little bit better, so I actually hooked back up my Bluetooth adapter and just used that again for my Xbox One controller. It's better than the 8-bit Doe one. I might as well. I don't know what's happening with that thing. For some reason, my 8-bit Doe adapter, every time I connect my Xbox One controller, it disconnects 5 seconds later. And it just keeps on doing it on a repeat cycle. I don't know why, but apparently a lot of people are having that issue with specifically the One controllers.
That's weird.
It must be something about its Bluetooth. Speaking of One controllers, I don't know if you guys seen this one, but apparently now there's... You heard of Switch Joy-Con drift. Have you heard of Xbox One controller drift? Because we're going there.
Oh gosh, no.
It's like, come on. This is stupid. I've used Xbox One controllers for years, never seen it once. I don't know how we're starting to get to almost like a lawsuit territory with this next. Like, seriously? Come on. It's not that bad. If you're having a drift, it's probably a bad stick. Not the controller itself. Because of all the controllers I've used, the One controller is one of the best ones. It's very sturdy. Like, no joke, I've dropped that controller a couple of times, and it just feels great still. Like a tank.
You dropped me like I give a care.
Automata has chapter select once you get ending C or D, since some joke in who's required to run away from the plot once you do. I've heard about that. Yeah, certain endings you're just like literally at the end, but then just like turn left and then the game gives you a different ending for just doing that. So I've heard weird things about it. So it's good to give you a chapter select after you get certain endings. That's actually really nice. Oh, I didn't see these boxes drop before. Maybe that's why I missed something. Getting dangerously close to coin 3, so I need to find coin 2. Wherever it is. The only thing I'm actually concerned about when I play Automata is I heard the PC port's kind of bad, so I'm hoping I have a pretty okay experience, because that's the version I own.
Oh, so that's the
With my
version.
hardware, it should be fine, and I think if it's that bad, I think the modding scene usually steps up to fix a lot of that. I think it was the same with Automata. So I'll have to look into it, I guess. Because I know that's what happened with like Dark Souls back in the day. People didn't like the Dark Souls port on Windows originally, but then the modding scene stepped in and was like, here, have all these mods to fix all these problems. Which is why so many people got pissed about the DLC, like, add-on thing. Like, whatever the remaster was for PC, because that was not a real remaster for PC. It was literally just...
No.
It was an update file for the PC version for $40. But if you own the original, it was $20. Still didn't change enough. I own the original. I'm not buying the remaster. I heard it's not worth the price. It's terrible for that price.
Yeah.
And I still get the $20 discount on it. Still not worth it.
I have it on the Switch. So if I ever want to play it again, I'll play it on there.
Although from what I heard, the Switch remaster, it's not a remaster, it's literally the 360 version.
Jeez.
So, not much better.
If I ever want it again, I'll probably. But it's probably cheap to get it nowadays. I could probably get it on PS4.
I've seen like the PS4 and Xbox One versions go for about $20 a lot of the times. So it is a lot cheaper nowadays.
I wonder how Blighttown's gonna work on the Switch version. I need to go.
Well, that's why, like I said, it's basically 360 versions. I haven't heard many things about it for that reason, since it's very similar to how that one ran, and it didn't run great on 360. I guess the biggest advantage it would have is probably nerf the resolution enough so it wouldn't be noticeable. But I think from what I heard, the Switch version, I think it's only in 720p. That way, they can keep the stability up, so hopefully Blighttown isn't an unplayable mess.
Yeah, Blighttown's an unplayable mess. With the original. I just remember that being a big old joke back when that game first came out.
Yeah. In a way, it kind of became like the "Can you run Crisis" joke of the time, because it was kind of the same stuff.
Oh, speaking of Crisis, it's getting remastered.
Oh no! Oh, totally intentional. Meant to do that.
Crisis is getting a remaster and it's coming to Switch.
Yeah, no, it's coming to everything. I don't think they announced it. It's gonna be a remaster for PC. Because if that's the case, then the "Can you run Crisis" meme comes back.
Yeah, it is a remaster.
No, but I mean, like, is it also releasing for PC? Because it exists on PC.
It is releasing for PC.
Okay, then why? I never understand when devs are like, here, let's just release the version that's already available to buy. Like, okay, why? This is super redundant and expensive. I heard, like, if a PC version come out, it should have, like, ray tracing. I highly doubt they're gonna do that. That takes effort. Do we know EA for effort?
EA. It's in the effort. Dun, dun, dun.
I want that quill.
Give me my quill.
Thank you. Now, you could just walk in that crusher and die, my friend. Have fun.
And he did. He listened to you.
These models are so shiny, these victory screens. N64 really has that shine to it. This whole area has a big shine because of the lighting engine. I mean, we'll give it, like, this game looks really good, because it's, I think, a tweaked engine of what they used with the first game. Hence why there's a lot of bloom.
I've gotten used to bloom effects, really.
They're pretty much in every game nowadays.
Yeah.
Unless you're an 8-bit game. If you're an 8-bit game and you have bloom, then you're very weird. Rewind. What are we talking about? Yooka, I don't see a rewind. This level's playing out the same way as it did before. It's just darker. The only difference I'm seeing is that the conveyor belts are moving backwards, so that's not a rewind, just someone flipped the switch. To me, when I hear rewind, I'm thinking we're gonna go in reverse of the level, like we did one other case. Oh man, this is a really good song. Oh, I like this.
You like that song?
It has that, like, traditional, just high-paced action sound that Wise is known for in his tunes.
Mm-hmm.
Real good. While still being calming at the same time. It's funny, like, the more I play this, I get very strange feelings of what I want to play next, because I want to play both Donkey Kong Country and the original Yooka-Laylee at the same time. Like, that is a weird mishmash of feelings to have for what you want to play next.
Yeah.
Like, they did it. They got me interested in 2 series. I don't know how they did this, but they did it. Ah! Okay, now the conveyor belt works. Okay. Hey, Spurg, how you doing?
Yeah, Spurg.
And what else is a good song? Like Rock and Roll by Twisted Sisters. Yeah, it is a good song.
Yeah.
I like it. Oh, careful there. Doing okay? That's good to hear. How's everyone else? I'm doing okay.
I'm doing okay. I had a rough weekend, but I'm trying to get over it.
Okay, good. I thought I was not going to be able to get this quill for a second. Oh, I see you 3. Well, now I know what the next coin is.
Yeah,
What?
I
Door?
need to be playing this game.
How do I get
I
the
only
door?
played like the first 2 levels, really.
You did claim the PC version when it was free at one point, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool. So you have options. Well, I can definitely tell you on your brand spanking new computer, it's going to run great. Because turning off VSync tells me on my hardware it can do 300 frames per second, so I think you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's,
god.
you know, apparently this game can do a lot with any kind of hardware.
Says
Never heard of Yooka-Laylee Possible Lair? Have you heard the first Yooka-Laylee by chance? Because this is technically a sequel to it, although I've heard more people classify this as a spin-off, since it kind of continues a bit with plot-wise, but it's a whole different kind of game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to kind of say, because I don't think... Like, did Platinum have... The Platinum... I've played so many other games this past month, they're on the brain. Did Playtonic
this game?
confirm if this is a sequel or spin-off? Because I don't think they've ever mentioned it.
They did. I don't think they ever confirmed if it was a sequel or not. I think they, I mean, you can kind of tell with the story. I mean, I'll put it this way: the ending of Yooka-Laylee was kind of weird because,
yeah,
Capital B and everybody else was trapped in a book at the end of the game.
Well, that's kind of why like this game starts off with you in a book. Because I've seen the ending, so I kind of know how it ends already. And that's why like this kind of picks off in a way where it ended. But at the same time, it's doing a lot of different things. It could always seem like, well, maybe this is just an invention they could have in the book.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel.
I'm thinking it's a... What happened with the camera? Okay. That was weird. I'm thinking it is probably an actual sequel just because of stuff that happens in this game for just how it started for story. Because again, you're trapped in a book in the beginning and then you just jump out of one.
Yeah.
Those were not easy quills to get. That was actually kind of a pain. Not really worth it.
It was not worth it. It was not worth the death.
Not worth.
I've heard of Trine. I don't think I've heard of Trine.
I've never heard of Trine either. I've heard of a game called like Rhyme. That was back in like 2017.
Yeah. I heard that game was terrible on the Switch, great and everything else.
Yeah, I heard that too. Kind of like Ico a little bit. I think.
Well, the reason why the Rhyme port on Switch is not good is just unoptimized. I mean, remember, it's the Switch, so it's very new to a lot of people.
Was not worth it. My mom's review of Raising Me. Come on, Iceberg.
Oh. I want those quills. I'm gonna get those quills. We're going back.
We gotta go back.
To be fair, I want to see if there's anything down here anyway, so I guess this works out.
Oh,
well, I know they can find a coin here.
I never mentioned this once tonight. Happy Star Wars Day, everyone.
Oh God.
May the 4th be with you. Tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, so you go from lightsaber to sombrero.
And some people, it's both.
Yeah, lightsaber wearing my sombrero. Thank you very much. What's happening here? That was weird. I got stuck on that ledge. That I didn't think would happen. Here we are.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
This is the first time we've seen boxes with arrows on them. That's strange.
It says Mama gave me a cloud because she wanted me to shoot for the stars. But I figured I'd only get about halfway. I feel like they so nice for both said. May the 4th be is a stupid thing.
Yeah, it's literally just a marketing holiday thing. It's the same thing as Mario Day.
Well,
just a meme day.
I actually heard that Disney actually trademarked May the 4th.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Yeah, they trademarked a freaking hashtag. And I said, you gotta be. Yeah.
Greedy
you
media
have to agree.
giants.
When you use that hashtag, you are legally agreeing that you're using this for purposes and blah 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 blah.
That is so dumb.
They've actually stated this on Twitter.
That is so dumb.
It is so stupid.
That's like when Microsoft came out a couple years ago saying you're recording a podcast or something using Skype. You gotta mention every 15 minutes using Skype. No one else required it. Wasn't trademarked these days. Touche.
Yeah,
hi.
you're right about that. No, they only said that the context that if you replied to Disney Plus statements about May 4th. Oh, okay. I thought they actually like.
I mean, that's still kind of stupid.
It is still kind of stupid though.
You don't own words, Disney.
That was that. What was that? Who was it trying to? Who was it that was trying to? Oh yeah, that was the Fine Brothers. I was trying to trademark.
Oh yeah, this whole
React.
issue. Yeah, and then there was another group. I can't remember what it was, but there was a certain like YouTube group that also tried to trademark the term "Let's Play," which that failed horribly too. Oh hey, that cloud from the first game.
Oh, the one that has has
Yeah,
massive
Nimbo.
floating problems.
Yeah, which I guess still kind of seems the same thing. 'Cause he's sad. Oh, I can't move on the ice. Oh no.
Oh no!
It's that.
Oh no!
So did you like the ice path from second gen Pokemon?
No, I didn't.
Well, you're gonna have to play it here. Wait, can I get to that book in its current state? I can. That doesn't make any sense. Sure. Yeah, Mario's cute and least original. Yeah, Mario Day is at least more original than May the 4th, because that just kind of happened.
But everybody remembers the Revenge of the 5th.
To be fair, the best part about this day, May the 4th, is that Star Wars stuff goes on sale. That's about it.
Yeah, I haven't played a Jedi Fallen Order, but I heard
Wait,
it's a really
what?
good game.
Hang on! I think I just jumped off a spike and then take damage.
Okay.
Can I get a clip of that? I need to actually see that back in real time, because that, I think, was not supposed to happen.
When's Mass Effect's in 7 Day?
Oh, I forgot that's even a thing, yeah. I think that's probably November at that point. N7, November 7th, that's probably what it is.
November 7th, yeah.
I mean, I haven't played the series, but that's what I'm assuming.
I haven't played the new Star Wars game that came out last year. I want to. It's on my list of games to pick up because I actually made a list. Still need to get Devil May Cry 5. Still need to get that. The Star Wars game. I still want to get Borderlands 3, which that game's actually gone down to $20 now.
Yeah, it's had that like standard. It's been out for a while. Let's drop the price trend. But to be fair, they don't care at this point because Gearbox now is trying to make most of their money from the DLC. 'Cause there's so much DLC to that game.
Oh my gosh. I love Borderlands, but man, that's ridiculous.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Gearbox is a weird studio when it comes to this stuff anymore. They're money hungry.
Gearbox is a horrible studio.
Oh yeah, like they make good games, but they're not good.
No,
It's
they're
mainly
not.
their CEOs. It's mainly them that's causing the problems.
Yeah.
You know what? Sure. Why not? We haven't done an effects filter in a while.
I kind of figured that N7 was. I knew what N7 was because it's on all the uniforms and the like Commander Shepard and in those games. But
Yeah.
I didn't know what day it came out. I think you were right about the November 7th.
Yeah, I had a feeling just from the wording of it. It's like, well, I haven't played the series, but that sounds like the 7th. It's strange. I think the only one I actually have... Well, I think I had the whole trilogy on PS3, but I own Mass Effect 2 on PC, and that's it, because that was given away for free. They gave away the second game, and that's it, for free. I'm like, okay. this still feels weird because if I play the second, I'm going to be very confused about the story. So I have to buy the first, and that was their plan the whole time. Oh, okay. So, no slippery shoes power. Interesting, but I'm not going to buy it. Not for now. I purchased the Mass Effect trilogy 3 times. So you purchased the trilogy times. Got it.
I'm guessing that's your favorite game franchise, isn't it, Iceberg?
There. Now, Pissed Cloud. I will freeze you later. Wait, there's a book in this? Huh. Neat. I might as well get ripped off. If I can get to this guy, that is.
Mass Effect 2 is your favorite in the franchise. Yeah, I heard a lot of people like 2.
Yeah.
I like
2
the
seems to be
first
the fan
one.
favorite.
But then again, I played the first one when it was new, and I liked it then. I didn't care for... A lot of people like 2, and they think it's the best in the series, and to a degree, I kind of agree with them. But the thing that bothered the heck out of me was... In 2, they implemented an ammo system when the first game didn't have that.
Well, the weird thing about it, from what I've heard, is EA just did a lot of weird things with that whole series. They kept on wanting to change it. So,
Yeah.
like with 2, that's when shooters were getting a lot more popular. It's like, all right, make this more of a third-person shooter.
Yeah.
Like I said, they did weird things with that series, just based on how it sold. It's like the same issue Dead Space had, and hence why that series died. It was all because of EA's weird strategy with it, and it failed horribly.
I still need to play the third game, I'm kind of weird because I don't know if I should record that game because I've recorded the other 2 my first playthroughs. So
I mean, you might as well. It does have co-op, so you can always bring someone else along for the ride.
I could. Yeah.
And co-op is the whole reason why that game died. Like, they wanted co-op in there since the first game, and EA couldn't get it, so they forced it in the third game, but it made the game stupid easy. Like, it's literally broken from what I heard if you play in co-op, because they didn't balance the damage values right. So you can get, like, the best upgrades for guns very early on, and it just destroys enemies. They didn't think it through.
Maybe
The devs weren't really, like, planning for it. But you have to know how to break the game to do that, to be fair. You're not going to do that for a first playthrough.
Maybe I should do that this Halloween, so that way I could just get it off my bucket list of Let's Plays at this point.
You're on the PS3 version, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so if you want to co-op, then I know I have that version. I think Amber has the version too, so you got options for co-op buddies.
Okay.
You don't want to play with me. I said as we're playing Animal Crossing together.
Yeah, exactly.
It says, one of the non-playable characters comments that the change from infinite ammunition to limited ammunition seemed like a step backwards. Yeah, that's kind of what I didn't have a problem with 2. I really didn't. I thought it was a good game. But that always rubbed me the wrong way that Mass Effect 1 had infinite ammo for your guns. Mass Effect 2, nah, you have ammo now. What?
Yeah. Again, that's just like a weird thing that EA pushed for, which made no sense.
No, it didn't. And I to this day, like I said, that's my only gripe, and it's literally a minor gripe. But
I think I get what that hint says now. Gotta figure out how to get in between these trees.
I played Mass Effect 1 like 5 times through. I played it like 5 times through, all the way through. Whereas Mass Effect 1, I only did 1 playthrough. I need to go back and play through. I haven't even played Mass Effect 3.
That was the one that had the DLC story ending, right?
Yeah, that's the one that had the really horrible ending.
You have the DLC, right?
Yeah, it had the horrible ending to the trilogy, and then EA had to change it.
Okay, good. So you don't have to worry about being disappointed by the ending then.
No. That kind of had a hunch it was going to be disappointing.
Yeah.
You know, that's what happens with these big franchises anymore, is they sit there and like, oh, well, be sure to have these grand endings, and then they end up being crap. Look at Game of Thrones Season 8.
Yeah, it's all just weird issues behind the scenes with corporate that does this stuff. Because they want to keep series going for a while, and then that causes issues because there's writer burnout.
You're right. You're right, Iceberg. I think they wanted it to make more gameplay for oriented.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you post?
Is that the clip that had me jump off Spike? Wait, that's it? I was hoping for this side to go up so I can get my tonic. I want the tonic, man. I like this thing's voice.
Oh, is that the
Like,
part
oh,
in Wreck-It
God, man, you
Ralph
sound drunk.
where Ralph called it Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you know, I'm guilty of that too. Back when that was a thing, I called it Wi-Fi too. So I can't blame them. I've done that too. But then again, I've always pronunciated everything wrong.
Yeah, I
even
agree on that one.
pronunciated wrong.
Wait, what the? Are you supposed to unlock that level and then warp to it? Because that is interesting. Oh, wait, no, I think I just did it backwards. That's a sneak peek to the level, but it also unlocks it so I can just warp to it and skip this whole section. Wow, that's weird.
Iceberg, since you've probably played all 3 Mass Effect games, is Mass Effect 3 still a good game besides the ending to the game? Taking that out of consideration, is it a good game still?
I mean, I heard if you actually do have that DLC ending, it's fine. Or at least for story-wise, I haven't heard anything about gameplay.
It's still a good game. Hell yeah. Okay, good. All right, I'll play it eventually. I want to actually go back through all my games lately.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, now's probably a good time to do so.
Yeah. Speaking of Wi-Fi, I changed my Wi-Fi network to It Burns When I Pee.
Good name.
It burns when I pee.
I've heard a lot of good Wi-Fi names. It's probably one of the better ones I've heard in a while.
Yeah, I'm kind of lame when it comes to that. It's just saying.
Yeah, I can agree on that one. I mean, they're just trying to make it recognizable for people. So, it's simplistic, but it's enough so they can understand what it is.
I think back when we were in the apartment, I named the Wi-Fi on ours hot singles in your area.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I thought that was funny, but
I've heard some people like name their Wi-Fi also like spiteful things to their neighbors, like "not for you, Joe" or something like that.
Get your own damn internet.
You're loving the neighbors, steal your bandwidth.
Back in Idaho, I had a Netgear.
That's what the bridge is for. Okay.
Named it Netgear.
Do what, Lester?
No, I was just learning stuff about the level. Gonna do that one later.
Are we just grinding for wishes at this point?
We have to. You need a lot.
Oh, like, do you get a lot on your shores if you do this?
Mm-hmm.
Does this have to wait?
This is all just for a sign? Are you serious? I can look this up on Google.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like a lot of work for a hint that you can get for free if you have the internet. That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Lester, I still have this stop and swap thing that you have on my Discord. I'm just like, I'm looking at the Discord and the picture stop and swap like flow chart. And I to this day, I'm like, why? Why did they develop a freaking flow chart?
Yeah, that's really good.
Doing games?
Could you like post a link to that in the chat? Like, I quick Google it again, and maybe like try to make a Discord link with it, because I want people to see that it's a mess. I researched a lot of stuff about Banjo-Tooie to do this Let's Play I'm currently doing, and that's one of the first things I found when I was looking up the stop and swap data, and it's a mess. It is a legit mess.
Copy link. There we go. There you go, guys.
There are certain things from Stop and Swap 2 from Banjo-Tooie that's not even used outside of achievements. Like, they just never fully implemented it in the nuts and bolts. So
This
there's
is
just some
kinda
things that
weird.
just stopped being a thing. It's hilarious.
Why Stop and Swap has a freaking flow chart in the 3 games? It's so funny.
Yeah. Wait, what? Where am I? I don't know where this is.
Is this the real life?
Oh.
Is this just
Oh, I get it.
fantasy?
So that means I can do this. Okay, that doesn't matter. I thought it was going to drop me down a different hole.
Easy come, easy go.
Okay, this is going to take a while. I'm just going to stand here and spit. Wait a minute. Oh, I get it. Gonna push
My
you
phone's
here. I'm gonna grab the other box. Put you on the Switch. Puzzle solving.
This game's already on the Switch. What are you talking about?
Put it on there again. Chameleon colors. Isn't that what I'm already wearing here? I'm already a chameleon. How much more chameleon can I get? Are you just gonna turn me into the chameleon from Chameleon Twist 1? The thing that's a weird thing? Press B to swap between all sorts of fruity colors. That's an interesting statement. Too bad I can't use this in the overworld because I want to see how that works, but that's not going to happen. Alright, what does the sign want to say? I probably should write this one down because I'm going to have to come back here. If I don't remember this, and it's kind of a pain. Oh, well, I already skipped past the first hint, so try this again. Oh, I did again. Giant sleeping underground. Oak, giant, and eye to wake it up. Which eye you have to search for? The right one. Really? You didn't even try. You just basically told me the solution. What giant? What floor? That's the only part I'm confused on, because I don't think I found that yet. Outside of that, I know exactly what he's talking about. Poke thing in the right eyeball.
That sounds painful.
Ah.
Alright, well, I actually want to warp over here. I kind of want to see something, actually.
Kira, can I actually ask you real quick, since you're was there supposed to be a banner trailer tonight on Fire Emblem Heroes? I'm sorry, I keep changing subject, Lester.
I mean, not really doing much, just exploring overworld, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Because I just I don't remember. I thought I heard something that there was one tonight. Everyone keeps saying there should be. Okay.
There's probably why you're getting yourself confused then, because people don't know, but they're thinking there could
Well,
be.
they have a they usually have a calendar of events of what's going to happen in the game, and I think I saw earlier that there was supposed to be one. If there is, it won't go up until 8 minutes or an hour. Okay, all right. So
I was like,
Wait.
yeah, possible, but we don't know. Still don't know where the key is for this tonic. I don't even think I can bring a key in here from different areas. That's why I'm getting confused on that front. And how do I get to the tonic in the other room? Because there's another ledge I need to get up to somehow. I'm trying to figure all this stuff up. There's a lot about this overworld. It's a very in-depth overworld.
sorry.
So obviously I need to get up there somehow. It looks like I go from like path up here somewhere, which we haven't explored yet, obviously. Probably not a ton I can get for a while then. Well, let me see what this guy has to say.
Oh shoot.
Walk south until you can't.
Oh.
Walk east until you can't. Walk north until you can't. Walk west until you can't. Buddy slam. Okay.
Did Scott Laws upload yesterday?
Yeah.
Today.
He uploaded
No, he
today.
uploaded today. He couldn't upload yesterday because there was a upload bug on YouTube.
Oh.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, he uploaded twice?
No, he uploaded today because it says remakes, remasters, and re-releases. Oh gosh.
Okay. It said east next, right? I'm gonna go east. Cause west is gonna be a different wall. Alright, well I'm already screwed. Alright, up here. And then over here. And then grab pound. I know I'm wrong. Let's try this again. Now west.
Oh shoot. You know, I just now
This
realized
way.
something. I released
way.
part 4. I released part 4 of my Final Fantasy VII Remake Let's Play today,
Wait,
but I
what?
forgot to make a tweet.
Hang on.
Oops.
No views. for
Maybe I
you
got it
then.
wrong because I went and slightly deviated from the path just to get into this area, so maybe I'm just overthinking this. Let me go back up here and get the directions again. Alright, south, east, north, west. Sorry, I was right the first time, but I think I had a problem because I went through the door. In this area. Well, I already see a tonic through that wall, and I want it. Wait, what? Did what you said. Where's my tonic?
Oh my gosh. Google Chrome loaded up like instantaneous.
It's nice.
What the hell? I'm not used to this.
You're used to taking a couple minutes. Buster's like, welcome to my world.
No, no. Welcome to my world.
SSDs make a huge difference.
SSDs are
Oh, wait
amazing.
a minute. I think I get what he's talking about up here. Yep. Never jump. That's why I'm getting myself confused. Alright, what's no taily? Where's it gone? Great description. I mean, I know what that means. Literally, you get rid of your tail, but they didn't even try. I might as well do 14. I really skipped a lot. Let me just go back to 12. We haven't done a level in a bit. Let's go do it a level.
What?
I need to set up a Pokemon video for tomorrow.
We'll do that right now.
Google Chrome uses too much RAM for me. This is all I use Microsoft Edge. I'm honestly surprised to hear someone use Edge, because that's a rare thing. I hear if people don't use Chrome, they use Firefox.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's true. It does use up a lot of RAM.
The solid state drives we trust. Yeah.
Okay, I
I'm
look
definitely-
naked without my tail. Like, where'd it go? Where'd my tail?
Yeah, for what?
I'm definitely.
Oh, this is cool. Look at that.
Whoa,
I look
what?
atrocious.
You change color? The
That looks
heck?
a little bit better. Yeah, this is the chameleon thing. That's actually really neat. They got a lot of different colors. This is so close to the original color scheme and not at the same time. I like the blue one. I seriously look naked without my tail. It looks like someone spayed and neutered me. Opera. Oh, man, that's a name I haven't heard in like 10 years. That's a very different one.
Ooh, use opera. I haven't heard that one either.
I know a lot of people are mixing Opera because of the privacy things they've had happen to them over the past, like, 2 or 3 years. For some reason, Firefox freezes quite a bit on my desktop. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know why it's freezing for you. That's very strange. Wait, what the heck was that? I was floating on that for a second. Something definitely glitched. And I want that to happen again, because that would actually make a really big deal right now. Because I want to get up there for that Twit coin. How are you supposed to get up there? You don't have much time on this platform. Like something else you're supposed to hit here? Or... I feel like I'm missing something. Wait a minute. Do I get more height when I do that? It feels about the same. Right, moving on for right now. Oh, wait, actually, no, I'm not. I just realized one thing. I'll take the Lost and Quills because we got, 0 quills. Where is... Wait, did I not buy it? Return to Overworld. I didn't buy the floating ability. I want the floating ability. Alright, now where's the floating? Oh, there it is. Try twirl. I gotta put my tail back on because that... Okay, it does not feel like I made much of a difference. Okay, well, how do you get this to a coin? Platform doesn't even come back fast enough, so that doesn't work. This is weird. I want to see this. Let's see. What is this, chapter 12? I can't check because I can't pause the game right now. Let's see. Yeah, Buzzsaw Falls, that's right. Alright, how the heck do you get the first coin? Alright, there's a series of moving elevator platforms moving upwards to pool of water. Platforms will collapse shortly after stepping on them. Run and jump onto one of these, and then up the ledge above is the coin. That didn't tell me anything! This guide just says jump on platform, get coin. What have we been trying the past 5 minutes? Just run and jump on one. Like, yeah, it's not fast enough. I just want to see if there's something I'm missing here, because this feels really strict. No, I was doing it right the whole time, just timing. Wait, this could happen. Oh. I had the glitch too, and it just didn't work. This is a weird coin, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why this happens too, but it's kind of strange it does, and it works in my favor? Like, I'm legit gonna get this because the game's gonna bug out when I'm trying to step on a platform, and it's the only reason why I can get up here. Yeah, the only reason why I was able to make that is because the game bugged out, and I was able to stand on a platform and not normally able to stand on for too long. That
I wonder how
insane.
you get that normally.
Well, it's just super strict timing. Because what I was doing, according to all the guides I was reading, I was doing it right. It's just, my timing sucked. Oh, I didn't see those spikes. Face first and spike. Oh, okay. See you, Laylee. I'm not going back. No. On the plus side, if we die, I already hit the checkpoint again, so the coin stays with us. These map memories of Chameleon Twist for N64. I never play Chameleon Twist. It's a fun game. You could definitely tell it was supposed to be one of those like rental games back in the day. It's very short, not too difficult.
I think you did it in one stream, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. It took like, what, 2 hours? Something like that. It was pretty short, and I haven't played the game since I rented it back in the early days.
Oh, game renting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, that thing that doesn't exist anymore. The closest we got now are the game streaming services, which is actually a pretty comparable thing. It's just, you know, you need the internet for it, and a lot of people don't have it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I kind of need to try those before I get an internet cap again. Supposed to get my internet cap back on the 16th, which I'm gonna really be sad about, because, you know, having no cap feels fantastic. The fact that we have them in general is really stupid in my opinion.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard today that some states, not all states, but some states, are extending the social distancing. I can't even say the word.
Social distancing?
Thank you. Until the end of May now.
Oh, really?
But that's only some states. That's not all states.
Not our state.
Oh no!
No.
Why'd I do that? I was thinking maybe I can survive our ground pound, and I realized, no, ground pounding on these is insta-death. And then you can slide off like that. Okay. That just happened.
Yeah, internet caps are stupid.
There's
They don't
literally
need-
no reason for them to exist. It's just a corporate decision to make more money. That's it. It's the only reason why they exist.
It's 2020, guys. Come on.
Wait, I just noticed something. This is so dumb, but it also is so good. I can't do my
What?
tail swipe because I don't have a tail. I'm trying to do the tail swipe like nothing's happening. Yeah, genius, because you don't have a tail. Like, what do you gotta swipe? Your ass? That makes a lot of sense. I thought that was just like a joke tonic until I tried the swipe. I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. Because I can still do the float in the air thing because of Laylee, but I'm not using a tail for that. That's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. I still need to make one.
Oh, I didn't want to kill him.
Yeah.
Kill me.
That stuff's both chaos.
Yeah. I wonder how many of these people I made. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, well, you can stop whenever you want to.
Okay, there we go.
Do you have anyone?
Kind of feels useless. I can't get up here, so what was the point in that? Besides the quills, that was not very helpful.
Well, I needed like another 100,000.
Meanwhile, they're just deep in Animal Crossing.
You don't have to.
I'll make more, don't worry.
What'd you say, Lester? Sorry.
Exactly. That just proved it. Deep in Animal Crossing.
I'm sorry. I'm just. We're grinding for star bits right now.
Oh, I didn't know you were playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it's kind of. You know, it's so funny because the concept of star bits in this game is kind of almost the same as in Breath of the Wild. You see a shooting star, you make a wish on it, and you get a star bit.
And it's the only way you get them in the game.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get in the middle of this. I was just wanting to know because there's in my shop, there's a grand piano for like 260,000 bells, and I'm like, I want that, but it's so expensive.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I really wanted to get all your bells.
Hey, Animal Crossing is based on real life.
Yeah.
I did again. Why my tail swipe not work? Maybe get your tail back next time.
Get your tail back, mister.
I'm just gonna hit this checkpoint for safety because I want to see something. Okay, never mind. I thought they were gonna hide something behind that bush down there. It seemed like they could hide a hidden cannon. No hidden cannon, just death. Let's go through the door. Wait, what the heck? What was the point in that last checkpoint? There's a checkpoint right here. And I can leave. It's like the one time this door lets me leave. It really feels like they were going to put a secret here. But there's no secret.
Did I just spacing the A button?
Yeah, let's be a little bit different. Let's be purple and green. This is weird. Because
I'll be
Yooka-Laylee
like
just
that, right?
swap colors.
Damn. Go get some.
I gotta say, Laylee being green does not look right. She should be purple.
Of course, as soon as I walk.
Someone managed to natively port Mario 64 to PC. Well, I hope Nintendo doesn't find out. They were like, oh no, cease and desist, cease and desist. I mean, it's cool they did. Okay, good, that's coin 3.
You got coin 3.
I just also noticed it is really weird to have Laylee green, because not only does she not look right in that color scheme, but she also basically has a clown nose, because that is a bright red nose.
I guess you could say Lily's really clowning around, didn't she?
You didn't kick him out of the stream like that, I promise.
Okay, she looks worse than this green. Especially with this lighting. This lighting does not do her justice. You know what? Sure, we'll be red.
It ain't easy being green. You're darn easy being green. And you're red now.
I mean, hit the button to go back to green. I want to be red. I'll see you, Laylee. I'll just keep the fruit. Hey, there's another fruit up there. Why would I want it? Also, there's a door. Now I'm feeling nervous. Please tell me we did not miss a coin. Anytime I see a door after I came out of the door, I get worried.
I don't blame you.
I don't know where that door would lead. Oh, I kind of want to check that out. Here, murder me, please. I will drown with food in my mouth.
This is interesting though. Video link is a PC port in action. Does look like it be it behaves. Just like if the game was on anywhere. I'm sorry, I had to. You set it up. You set it up for the fun.
I don't know what's worse, this game repeat puns or you repeat puns. Both equally bad.
All bad.
Alright, I'm gonna hope that door... You serious? I fell through a solid platform.
You started to say something, the game was like, nope.
I was gonna say, if the game doesn't want to interrupt, I'm gonna hope that door is just for the alternate level. Stop trying to tail swipe when you're naked. You don't have a tail. Stop trying to tail.
Stop trying to be a tail. I stand with the pun. There'll be adventure made. Hey man, I have to. You set them up. I have to take the opportunity, man. I get slugged at work for that too. People don't like my puns.
Job.
People don't like my puns.
That's my job. He's trying to steal my job now.
I was telling a coworker the other day. I said, "Hey, do you know why COVID-19 isn't hitting Antarctica? Because they're isolated."
Look, see, it was so bad Yooka had to kill himself. Man, come on. He couldn't take it anymore. He had to reset so he didn't hear that joke.
You know, I just now realized, now that you said that.
No, my ball! Alright, murder me.
Kira, that Squall's name in Final Fantasy VIII is literally a cloud name. And I feel really stupid. They were playing off the fact of the weather jokes all along. It even gets worse in Final Fantasy 13 with the main character being lightning.
Yeah. Also known as Japanese hot model superstore, because dear God, they loved lightning.
Yeah.
I really liked lightning. She was everywhere there.
I guess Final Fantasy 13 was really well received in Japan, but
yeah, better
over
was
here in
here
America,
people
like,
didn't care.
The people in America was just like, nah, it's Hallway 13.
Yeah. And then it got worse with every port. It's like, please stop. We can only take so many hallways.
Actually, I heard 13.2 is pretty good, though.
Yeah, I heard the same. It's mainly a meme they hate on it from what I've heard, because people actually like the games nowadays. Oh, all that just to jump in a spike.
Final Fantasy 13 was well received everywhere.
I'm surprised to hear that, because I know here it was a lukewarm reception. Like, reviewers hated it.
Well, it was well received critically, but it was kind of a user thing. Everybody hated it. Like everybody who it was kind of like, what's a game that I can compare this to? Fire Emblem Fates. It was reviewed very good, but people who played the game didn't care for it.
Yeah, that game got a lot of hate. And it's very mixed on who you talk to for that reason. Like, some people say, yeah, it's well deserved. Some people say, no, I don't get it.
Do not credit me for this joke. I was saying what FF7 Mission Abridged used. I need to actually watch that series.
Yeah, they're really good. I haven't seen the recent season, but it's something I've been meaning to do.
Yeah. Now that they're not making Dragon Ball anymore, so
yeah, that's their biggest like abridged series at this point. That's well known. Because people basically, if they didn't watch it for DBZ, they watched them for Final Fantasy Mission Abridged, from what I've heard. Because a lot of people actually really enjoyed what they did with Mission Abridged.
Wow, I have to go watch it.
It's really good. I still think one of my favorite scenes was the part in the game where you have to run up the Shinner building, like the back stairway, and Barrett the whole time's complaining about it. And then when they get to the top, it's like, oh, we could just use this elevator. And he screams. So good.
I actually heard the other day, and I don't know if this is true or not. In the original Final Fantasy VII, when you get to that part with the stairs, you climb all the way up, and everybody, but your teammates are all bitching and all that other stuff whenever this is going on. But I also heard that there is actually something you could do. You could go back all the way back down, and then use the elevator. And there's an extra bitch fest.
Yeah.
When you get to the top, and then you go back all the way back down.
Oh,
and then
I can't see these spikes with this plume. Filter was a mistake.
I don't know if that's true or not. I have to try it whenever I play Final Fantasy VII, the original.
I mean, that seems like a really nice nod. Yeah. I'm not sure. I haven't really seen someone do that in the original. Honestly, I think the only person I've really seen try to play the original is you.
I've heard this, Kira. I don't know. I never tried it. I heard that you can do that. You can go all the way to the top, then go back all the way down, and then go use the elevator. And there's something said. But I tried looking it up online. I cannot find it. I can only find, unfortunately, spoilers for me, the Final Fantasy VII Remake version of that.
That's some big spoilers.
So, I'm kind of glad they kept it. I'm going to be honest with you. But... this sucks. I want to go back.
I mean, that's the whole joke with the Machina Bridge, because he gets so pissed realizing, wait, there was an elevator? We could have just took that. You had the key.
All I know is whenever I get to that part, I'm taking the stairs. I don't care. I want to see it. I want to see what they did with the stair part.
Oh, that's going 3, so this is the deep section.
This sucks. I want to go back. All the major gaming reviews gave Final Fantasy 13 near perfect reviews. And Final
Wait,
Fantasy
what?
13
This is a standable platform up there. Okay.
I'm going to be honest with everybody because I haven't played many Final Fantasy games up in when 13 released. I didn't play. I think the only one I played was 10. And I thought 13 was fine. I had a hard time with the game in some aspects, but I actually liked the game. I thought the game was fun. I never understood why people hated the game. It wasn't until I got on the internet and started actually doing stuff on the internet that I realized people despise this game.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
I mean, speaking of early project, you actually did try to do a Let's Play of that game years ago as well.
I did. I only did one part. That's it.
I'm about to say, it didn't last long.
I have the video up on my channel, by the way.
Oh, it's still up? I thought you got rid of it.
I have it up just as a... I saved it for the memento's sake.
Because that was one of the very few videos Kevin was in.
Yeah.
It was also still like one of your early videos too, so yeah, memories of that stuff.
I'm gonna be excited when I get to that part about the stairs. Now that you're gonna say I love it, I'm gonna probably die of laughter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm going to die. The stairs will take it out of me.
Because everything was super open world back then. It was a big trend. I mean, people still pretend to hate linear games.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't see what the difference is between Final Fantasy, and I'm gonna get a hate for this. I don't see the difference between Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy 13 at this point.
From what I'm hearing, it's set up in a lot of the same ways with like the open world-ish nature.
Just as linear as 13 right now. And I'm just like, okay. Well, you know what? People sitting here yelling and like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But I guess it's because they haven't really gone to the quote-unquote open world part of Final Fantasy VII yet, so...
To be fair, I have not heard anyone really complain about that.
Yeah.
Why didn't I jump? I hit the button and he's like, nah, I'm gonna just slide.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I haven't gotten to the... Because the first part of the remake isn't going to be part of the quote-unquote open world part of the game yet.
Exactly.
So.
But from what I've heard, it's like the open nature of this, I have not heard anyone complain about it. And when people hear it's going to be an open world thing, again, I have not heard anyone complain about this yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wondering how they're going to handle that because there's a leveling system in this game. And there's no way this is going to just be on PS4 at this point. It's going to be on PS5, and how long it took this one to come out. So how the heck are they going to handle the level system going into the next game? Like, are they just going to try their best with it and say that you have to start over, but if you add save data from the first, maybe we'll give you goodies or something? Like, I'm wondering how they're going to handle this.
They'll probably do what they did with Mass Effect. Going back to Mass Effect again, the way they handled it with Mass Effect was you got a level boost.
Yeah, but that was on the same system, though.
I know.
Like, the whole trilogy was released on the same platform. This is going to be more complicated with being...
Since PS5 is going to be backwards compatible with PS4, I assume it won't be that big of an issue.
I mean, that's what I'm hoping for that same reason. And it's also supposed to come to Xbox One. It's only time exclusive on PlayStation. So it's going to be the same thing there, because Series X is going to be fully backwards compatible with One.
Which I am so thankful. Why? Why did it take this generation to realize that that's an important feature?
Because they all wanted to cheap out. That's why. Because backwards compatibility costs money. They didn't want to fork it over. Although I've heard a lot of people debating about why they hate the idea that the PS3 can't, or PS1, 2, and 3 can't be on the 5. And it's because of licensing. Sony had to come out flat out and say it's a licensing problem. I honestly do not understand why people are hating on that idea, because that makes a lot of sense from a business perspective.
I mean,
they're reselling these old games if it's backwards compatible, so they need the licenses from those old games. If they can't get them, then they can't sell them, which means they can't play on the new system. It makes sense.
I understand them not having PS3, PS2, PS1. I'm not even upset about that. Like the fact of the matter that they have it for the PS4 is fine enough for me. But what they should do, and honestly, I feel like it should be this way in some aspects, is that if you bought like PS2 games and PS3 games on the store itself, those should be on the PS5.
Well, that's still the licensing problem. So that argument still, in their eyes, is like we can't do it because we have to relicense these games to work on the 5. We gotta like renew it all. That's why they didn't bother to do that with a lot of their PS1 games to the PS4.
You're right about that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's why it's like they would if they could get the licensing again, but that's the problem. And licensing stuff like this is not cheap. That's why like Nintendo keeps on releasing their same old catalog like 5 times in a row. Because it's their stuff. It's easy for them to license out because they own it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm perfectly fine with it. At least they got the PS4 to work.
Yeah, I mean that's the big one because people are still playing the system. It's still very relevant and will be for a couple of years. So it makes sense for them to focus on that to be fully backwards compatible. Although they're not sure how it's going to be at launch. They're still giving weird numbers with it. Like only 100 games will be available at launch. Oh no, we're going to try to make them all available at launch. Like, when is it? Keep a story straight, guys. Probably start over and make excuse with Yuffie to steal your materia. I mean, that would make sense for Remake 2, actually.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't really explain the level thing. It would kind of be that Metroid system at that point.
Oh no, you lost your powers, explosion, you forgot all the things you did. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, one of my favorites still for that reason is Prime 1 because it's so terribly explained. It's like, well, you just hit your head on the wall. All right, lose everything. At least in Prime 2, well, it was still kind of cop-out. It made more sense compared to Prime 1.
You're gonna like the joke I did with that at the Prime Let's Play. I don't want to ruin it.
I mean, you just making a joke about losing the powers is already a good sign. Because it is a joke that you lose the powers.
Yeah.
I didn't even do that. Wait, I just noticed that quill's back. I collected that. Why is it back? Whatever. Give me more quills. Oh, that mess. Man, I really like the use of like the Yooka-Laylee when you're underwater in this stage. It's really good.
Yeah.
Also, I know how to use Yooka-Laylee underwater. Funny, it's a pun.
Is that a tonic though that this chameleon power is?
Yeah, this is one of the tonics.
Sorry.
It's the chameleon tonic. Alright, that's final coin, good. I didn't know that was actually the platform we fall under. Convenient.
Well, speaking of like the original game, they did release the 64 tonic for the original game finally.
Yeah, I seen that. And also, I seen this released on my Steam page when I was looking at some stuff, but I think someone like made like a N64 graphics mod for the game too. So combine that with the 64 tonic that they released, and the game literally looks like an N64 title. All pixelated and everything.
We love N64, so...
I mean, everyone hates the controller, but everyone loves the system.
Yeah. Controller's weird.
Yeah, the controller gets every reason to be hated, because that is a weird design. I just got an achievement called You're a Big Twit Collector, and I feel like the devs are just calling you out. I feel insulted.
The fact of the matter the coins are called twits kind of bothers me.
It's very British.
Ah, yeah, British humor.
I still like one of the first things you hear when you get a twit coin is Yuka's like, some twat left behind this coin. Like, wow. Hateful.
Wow.
Yeah, Rare is very British, yes.
Can I honestly say something that just bothers the heck out of me to this day? It's just like, what benefit did Microsoft get buying Rare?
Not much, really.
Like,
It's
what
just they knew
really
they were
have-
a really popular developer and they wanted that for the new system, but didn't really pay out as well as they were hoping for.
Like, what they do in the recent years? Oh, they made Sea of Thieves.
To
they
be
made-
fair, that's probably the best thing they've done in recent years because they got a big resurgence with the DLC.
Yeah, I mean, before that it was just Kinect games.
Yeah, that did not help it.
I did enjoy playing Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie on 360. I did too.
Yeah, the 360 versions of those games are the best ways to play them in general. Especially Tooie.
Yeah.
Tooie ran like absolute garbage on the original system. 10 frames or less is what you got at all times. 360 version has a stable frame rate, and it's weird to see that. It's so fluid. If you're like me and you grew up with the original, it's so weird to play the 360 version because you're just not used to it. It feels like the game is running in double speed.
It's just, it is kind of weird though. Like, they're good ports. Don't get me wrong. It's just, like I said before, it's just like, what did Rare really get out of buying or being bought by Microsoft? Probably nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of affected a lot of stuff because that's why Star Fox Adventures kind of turned out the way it did. Like, a lot of it was kind of rushed together because they had to get it out before the Microsoft deal went through.
Yeah.
Because once that went through, they weren't allowed to work with Nintendo consoles anymore, so that meant that game would have kind of been left to the dust. And it was Star Fox. I couldn't really do that because Miyamoto kind of pushed their big game they wanted to be one thing to be something completely different. So I don't think they would have wanted to abandon the project.
They thought they were buying Donkey Kong from Nintendo. Wow.
Yeah, that
Really?
that didn't work, obviously. All it did is actually cause complications with Donkey Kong and Nintendo because, like, on the Virtual Console, the original trilogy was up for a long time, but then it got taken down because they lost the rights to the Rare design Donkey Kong, and they had to fight Microsoft to get it back. That's why they disappeared and then came back a couple years later on Wii VC.
Oh my gosh.
Because they don't, like, Rare does not own the rights to Donkey Kong, but they made the design so they have, like, a share in the pie. So the original trilogy is always kind of a complicated mess for Nintendo to work with now, when I've heard, because of this. It's kind of why, like, GoldenEye was another example of that, because Rare had, like, the movie rights, but now, when Activision bought it out, instead of just getting like, a remake of the original game, they just had to make a new game from scratch. Because they couldn't get the original game.
Have you played the remake of GoldenEye?
Yeah, I played the Wii one. It was good. I kind of want to get, like, the HD version, like PS3 or 360 version. I heard the PS3 version is basically the Wii version, since it's in HD, but it has move support, so you can kind of play it with motion controls if you wanted to. But also, from what I've seen, like, that version is way more expensive, like either HD version, because they didn't sell nearly as well as it did in the Wii.
I think I have the Wii version on my shelf.
We do.
Yeah, I need to get it, because I did have it back in the day, but I don't have it anymore. And again, it's like, it doesn't matter which version I get at this point, just because I tried to get, like, the updated version. It's just if it's possible to find, because, like I said, it's a little bit harder to find the HD version nowadays.
I need to play through, like, certain Rare games. Like, I want to play through Perfect Dark. I want to beat that game. I want to beat GoldenEye, because I never played GoldenEye as a kid.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to do the same. I played some GoldenEye, but it's always been multiplayer. Because I never owned it, but whenever I play with friends, and they have it, it'll always be the multiplayer I play.
That was the best mode, though.
Oh, yeah. Ironically enough, that happened by accident, too. Like, that mode wasn't even the forefront focus. It was just kind of a side thing. But it became the more focused thing when the game came out for people, so it's ironic. A mode they barely spent time on was the best mode in people's eyes.
It kind of made what LAN multiplayer first-person shooters are nowadays.
Yeah,
kind of.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, the biggest one to really push for that is Halo 2.
Yeah.
For how it's set up today, but in terms of the 4-player multiplayer, like, shooter thing, like, GoldenEye kind of revolutionized console shooters in general. So, that's still a thing that we have to think, like, current setup for console shooters kind of with the original GoldenEye. And then, to an extent, again, Halo.
Yeah.
Because that also helped modernize a lot of it. Which, when I heard, I think they're working on getting, like, the third game now in that Master Chief Collection, Halo 3, out on PC.
Oh, they're trying to get the
the Halo
third game.
3 on Master Chief working.
Yeah, I hope so. That'd be really good.
Yeah, because I think the only ones that are really on Master Chief Collection right now for PC is 1 and 2.
Does that mean Halo 3 will finally come to PC?
Yeah, I
Man,
know.
that was a
After all
big
these
thing
years.
back in the day.
Because
that
1
was a
and
big
2 were like simultaneous releases. They came out around the same time the originals did. But starting with Halo 3, PC just didn't exist in Microsoft's eyes. Like, no, we're not doing this. It must be on Xbox. Only on Xbox. Laylee, please, thank you. Wow, I can't believe the platform actually killed me. Pushed me down to the death. Yeah, I was gonna say, what do I do there? I'm kind of screwed. Laylee, you always want to fly into death. There's a reason why I never save you.
Because you don't care.
No, I want to live. That's really the reason. Like, I'm not going to
Yeah.
because I'm dead.
I mean, like, Laylee doesn't care.
Oh no, she does not give a crap. I will say, when Playtonic did design these characters, they were pretty spot on to how Banjo and Kazooie work. Like, pretty one-to-one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because Yuka's a pretty down-to-earth guy, and he doesn't really mind a lot of stuff, and Laylee's a sassy bitch, just like Kazooie. What the heck is going on over there?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find a chord. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I'm really hearing a lot of mic noise.
Sorry. I should have muted my mic. That was my bad. Sorry about that. I forget that I have a mute feature on the damn mic. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true. Although, I don't know if you had issues with it. I've had issues in the past where I press that mute button, nothing happens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No,
I've
haven't
actually had
that
one
in-
time. I think you guys have even noticed it on a Discord call when I've used that mic. I hit the button, it was flashing like it was muted, but you guys still heard me.
Oh,
I
really?
Like, all right, well, I don't like hardware mute then. I'm just gonna use my software mute.
Yeah, I needed to use it. I keep forgetting. I'm going to have to get used to that.
Okay, that was nope. Don't have any room to move. I am very uncomfortable. Okay. That kind of feels pointless. Like, just put another cannon there, shoot you in the quills, and then get the bee. Like, that felt weird. Okay, now this is just gonna be a puzzle. How do I get to that level?
So it's going to be a puzzle. Freaking ice puzzle.
The worst part is when I hold Y to enter, I almost get in. You know what? I'm just gonna cheat. There, we did
You
it.
cheater.
I think what they want you to do to stop yourself here is to move that block like right below this area, and then you get stopped right before the book so you can enter. Or you can just warp to it. So we're gonna warp to it. Alright, well now I know how this level was set up for the first time. You want to go left first, because the left side is where they put the stuff to begin with, because that's where one of the quick coins were the first time. Like, number 1 was over here on the left.
It goes opposite of where you want to go.
Yeah, exactly. Can't reach. Just gonna go all the way back and do this.
Try again. I
There,
don't see
fixed. Oh, that's just not fair.
the wonderful thing about Tiggers. The Tiggers are a wonderful thing.
Stop.
Why do you say stop to that?
'Cause I have to hear that every single day.
Oh, from my mouth?
Yes.
You know, the aesthetic here is actually reminding me a lot of... Laylee, are you serious? She got stuck on the floor. I was gonna say before Laylee decided to do her usual garbage. This is actually reminding me aesthetically a lot of World 2 in Yooka-Laylee 1. Because the second level, what was that? Like an ice world?
Yeah, it was Ice World.
Yeah. I remember they had a really complicated maze for some reason. Kind of annoying.
Yeah. They had that one level, the one part of the level where you had to basically do the dash move on ice platforms, and if you did it wrong, you fell down.
Yeah, that's pretty punishing. I don't remember ever doing that, because I remember I did as much as I could in the world and then just stopped because I didn't have the right powers.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I always just, like, after the first world, I always just expanded them immediately. Because I always
did
had
too.
enough pages to do it.
I had enough pages. You always have enough pages to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, why not, right?
Yeah, that's how I always seen it, too. It's like, well, I got enough, and it's not going to really hinder me to do this. In fact, it's going to help, so why not?
I can get more pages this way.
Oh. It's a moving platform. Oh, I made a mistake.
Benson needs to record his own rendition of a wonderful thing about Tigers.
Please no. Don't give him any ideas.
You already are giving me the idea. I will start after the stream.
Right? Yeah, you're talking to the same guy for our Kirby Triple Deluxe playthrough. He read the entire B-movie script.
Yep. I did. And that took over an hour and a half to go through.
Yeah, it's an
Amber
hour and
was
a half
tired
movie.
of my nonsense after that. She was really tired of my nonsense after that.
That's
Yeah,
why you
for
said
those of you who
stop.
are wondering, go watch the final part of the Triple Deluxe playthrough. It's pretty early on in the video, too. And we're just like, you really went there, didn't you? Oh god, he did.
I didn't. Okay, the video itself was not an hour and a half long. I
No.
did not.
No, he read the script for an hour and a half, but in the video itself, you sped it up so fast. Like, the reading itself took, like, maybe 2 minutes.
3 minutes. 3 minutes tops. This video sped up text. Or sped up audio. What the fuck? Why? Because I'm an idiot. That's why.
He likes memes.
I like memes. I'm sorry. At the time, it was the thing. The B-movie script was a thing when I recorded that. Both you and Marley were just like, why, Matthew? I still have
I'm just sitting there like, man, he going there, isn't he?
Well, I mean, according to all known aviation laws of aviation.
Don't start.
I was like, here we go. Script time. Get your popcorn. He's gonna be here for an hour and a half.
By the way, when I read the script, I've never seen B-movie. I've never seen this movie. And I'm just like, this movie's awful. When I read the
like
script.
that comment. Said, don't hurt yourself again like that, Matt. It's concerning. Yeah, there's always so much self-harm you can do to yourself, man. Like, come on. Man, how do I get that twit coin? Can't reach that. I have one idea, but it's gonna be really stupid. Come here. Come on. This way. Well, I already kind of screwed up a little bit, because I didn't want to jump on him the first. Hey! Hey! Get back down there! Oh, well, he's dead. We're screwed. I need to get to the other guy now. Oh, God. No, this is worse. You know what? Here, just murder me.
Where's the B-movie script reading?
No, nothing beats that.
But yeah, when I read that script, and I was going through everything, I was like, holy crap, this movie's stupid.
Yep, it's really dumb. It makes zero sense.
And even when I read the you like jazz part, I just read it in the voice.
The weirdest part about that movie is still just how there's a love interest between a human being and a bee, of all things.
I don't know. I want to watch it just to actually see the movie, but
I didn't think of it much because I watched that as a kid, and I didn't really get why it became a meme because of that. Like, as I just seen as a kid, it's like, this is just a decent movie. Why is this a joke? Doesn't really deserve it.
Yeah. I don't know.
And to be fair, I'm still right on that one.
It's just like the whole, the soccer, N64 soccer game that's going on. Why is that a meme?
But to be fair, it's like any meme. It just happens because, I don't know, I'm bored. Like, nothing makes sense anymore when it comes to memes. They just exist. Worth it for the twit coin. I can just go back like this, hit the checkpoint, and die. I swear, when I die underwater like that, it almost looks like I'm probably to suck my thumb.
This is a shame the world is under lockdown, otherwise I could have sang the wonderful thing about karaoke. I could have sang a lot of things at karaoke. I actually started singing, what was it, at work today that was on the radio. Oh, Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Because I actually like it.
Yeah, good song.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling. People. I'm missing freaking 20,000 mil.
Laylee.
That song is forever ruined for me. Why is that?
Because of you.
Because of me?
Yeah, exactly. It's ruined because he sang it that one time and I hate it. There, finally.
They will make jokes about it. Favor's the only one, only except He would say something else. Oh.
Oh, I get it. Yep,
You're,
that is definitely something that can ruin everything.
I don't feel safe no more.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I get it. No, what are you talking about? What are you saying is fine. Don't stop nothing. Just don't stop nothing. Keep on going. Nothing to see here. Laylee, come here. I just got you back. I'm not losing you again. Man, you move super slow in these vines. Holy crap. Chameleons climb faster than this. It's also cold. No, I mean in general in this game. Like, you climb slow on vines in general, because I noticed that when I was playing the Impossible Lair in the first part. Like, I tried to climb a vine, it's like, well, I'm barely moving up of it. What's happening?
It's like, it's just like that climbing animation from Twilight Princess. My gosh.
Yeah, when's the re-release of this game that gives you climbing faster? Alright, I think we did enough levels for tonight, so before we end it, I just want to figure out the stupid sign thing. I'm so confused about this. Like, one of these signs has the tonic, ground pounding next to the big one, and I'm not getting it, so I know I'm hitting the wrong spot. I want to know. And I have Googled up help to speed this up, so we're fine. This one, on the other hand, like, why? I need a platform. Also, my tongue is purple. Why is it purple? Oh, it was the lighting. Now it's back to normal. Like, my tongue is super purple. What's up with that? Definitely feels like I need like a block from in here, and then I could push it in, but there's no blocks. Alright, let me see this guy's hint. I'm just gonna put in the Google real quick just to confirm all this. Also, I'm turning off the stupid ice. I can barely move. I'm done with it now. Here, you pissed. Yeah, the highest flag. That's what I'm getting from the hint too. But I'm wondering, like, what do you mean exactly by highest flag? Because the one I thought was the highest was on our left over here. Let's see, all tonic
that's how
locations.
they talk. You go.
Okay, well, I put in forest and I did not find it. That's weird. Oh, that did not give me anything. Okay. Must be true punch. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. The tallest flag, like I said, I'm thinking of is this, because this thing is gigantic. Yeah, there's a puny. And if it is this tonic I did find, I'm still confused because I need a block. When I see no blocks. You have a block, sir? I need a block. Oh, wait, I just noticed this. Hang on. Wow, 2 tonics. And one's just I get for murder, my favorite pastime. Okay, but how do I get the tonic down here now? I want this tonic. Well, that one should be self-explanatory. Yeah, your roll's a little faster. Neat.
Self-explanatory.
The only thing I can think of is if I get like enough height from a bounce, I could probably make it from the other thing. 'Cause I don't even know what this one's for. I can't grab these, so it's not like, oh, I can move pillars, so why is that flower there? That's really strange. I need one of those flowers here. And I don't see a way to do that. And this one just seems very out of place. The only thing I can think of is, can I eat this? I cannot eat this.
The flower.
Now we need a Twitter account.
Can I eat this account?
Oh, can you eat the flower? Make the Twitter account that says, can you eat the flower?
Yeah.
In this game. There's a Twitter account that says, is there a secret behind the waterfall in video games?
Well, this game would be in it. Because that's where we're at. Oh, wait, I just thought of something. No, maybe this can work. But I bumped back inside. Hang on. Let me try coming back in here with the place frozen. Actually, before I do that... I know I keep on dragging this out. I should probably end it, but... there's things to do.
Game. There's games to play.
This is a game I'm playing. Put that there. Now let's freeze him. I think actually I'll just do this as my final thing, just to be safe. Can I get in there? That's a yes. I am glad I put that block there. Oh, yep, there you go. Now I can get to the tonic. The enemies are all frozen. That's a nice touch. They're like, please, just give the guy the fire fruit. I can't feel my everything. How do I... Oh, you can jump on the ice. Okay, I didn't know that before. Just found that out by accident.
You can jump on the ice?
Yeah, so that's what got me over that little ledge.
Okay, good.
Now I'm confused how to get over the the other side of the room. Because I need to go into one of these 2 holes, and that's not happening with this setup. Wait, why don't I just do this? Oh, yeah, there you go. This is literally the ice puzzle from Pokemon. This is literally what this is right now. 100%. Now this flower over here makes more sense. There we go, got it. Run faster, so we can roll faster and run faster. We're in the same room.
Oh my.
So where is that one? I want to see how much it cost. I should probably buy the roll faster just to be safe. Oh, there it is. Don't forget the stretch. Agreed. Are you heading out, Iceberg? All right, that's fine. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. We're pretty much ending it now anyway, so fine timing to be heading out. Just gotta get the solid ground.
You have a good night, Iceberg.
Bye, Iceberg.
Oh, no more shooting stars?
There's this one.
Tata. TT for TT. What was it? TT and FN. Tata for now. So what are you trying to do, Lester?
I'll just look up this one tonic real quick just to see if we can get to it. I got the art house one, right? It's like this one over here, which was in the ground. Remember that. Yeah, there it is. All right. The problem is I'm trying to look it up, but it's hard to really keyword it down. So I have this guy that has a bunch of pictures, so I'm trying to find one that has flags in it. Okay, found it. Oh, is it that? Okay, hang on. Okay, wait a minute. Picture says somewhere around this area. I think it's like point down here. Ish. Yeah, okay, I see. The shadow from the flag. You have to hit the shadow. That's why I kept on screwing it up, because that hint didn't really explain that part that well.
No, they didn't.
And that's another effect. Everything gets a nice thick outline. Actually, that sounds kind of nice. I'm gonna see one more thing while I have this guide pulled up, because it'll just take me a second. If I can back out of this picture. I want to see that tonic we just seen up above. I want to see... How do you get to that, if possible? Because you need a box of some kind, I can tell that much. But I don't know where it could be. Not seeing it, strangely enough. Unless, wait a minute. Oh, wait, well, I found one by accident in this guide. This is not the one I was looking for, but this will work too. So I wonder what was the point in these platforms moving over here. This. Slow-mo.
Slow-mo found.
Oh, God, that's expensive.
1,000 quills?
It has 3 uses per chapter, so you can only use it 3 times anyways. That is an expensive, barely used thing, but I imagine it's game-breaking. Hence why it's so expensive. Alright, let me go back to what I was actually trying to find. This one up here.
Can you get it?
That's what I'm trying to see. Because, again, I don't know how you would get to it, per se. I'm trying to see... This guide that has a bunch of pictures is what I'm trying to find, just to see if I can find certain tonics. Kind of keyword is a little bit more annoying, if you want to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially this one. I don't know how this one would be explained for a Google search. Now I'm back to where I started in this guide. Alright, I don't really see it. We'll probably just leave this one for this week and just try again next week or something. I know there's a couple other tonics I still need to get like this anyways.
Yeah, you gotta go back and collect them.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of them like this, obviously. Because this one's weird. It has this gap making me think we need a box somewhere. But where? I don't know. No box.
Keep trying. You'll eventually get it.
Yeah. Learn how to jump higher.
Learn how to jump higher, Yuka.
Yeah, it's not there. Alright, well. I guess I just run around aimlessly just to push myself through a tree. I guess we'll sign out. So, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. You got a lot of work, got a lot of progress done in this stream.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the next world we'll probably hit here is 14 before we go over to this paywall.
There's twit coins.
Well, I actually haven't touched chapter 10 yet. How do you even get to 10? Hang on. That's interesting. I didn't even realize that was a chapter up there that we hadn't hit yet. So I definitely have to find a way up here now. I really do. So yeah, we'll start with 14 next over here. So,
we're gonna do 14 for 10.
That'll be our next one. And we already have the thing flipped, so we can just do both sides immediately. All right, cool. So yeah, that's gonna do it. So thanks to everyone who came out. Just a quick thing of housekeeping before we go. We finished up those Sonic Adventure VODs finally, so stream VODs now are going to return to the Saturday, Sunday slots. So things won't be like, here's a video a day anymore. It's going to slow down a bit, but that's fine. Spaces out things better. So that's pretty much all I really needed to say on that front. So yeah. Still got a hankering for rare stuff. Go watch the Banjo Tooie playthrough going on now. We're about ready to enter the next world there, Chapter 5. Or, I'm thinking of chapters because of this game. World 5. So I'm going to trigger people with how I pronounce it. It's called Pterodactyl Land. I always call it Pterodactyl Land because I didn't read it as Terry. So I know I'm going to trigger a bunch of people with how I'm going to pronounce it for that whole playthrough. I don't fix it. I don't fix it.
It's Pterodactyl Land.
I just I listened back in post. I heard that. I'm like, I said that whole time. Well, we're keeping it. See how many people that triggers. I know what's really called.
Why your channel went down.
Yeah. And then I guess last bit of housekeeping. We'll finish up Metal Gear Rising this Thursday because we're done with the main adventure. So now we got DLC stuff to look at. And we might look at some extra stuff too because I was right from when I heard about that Konami code on PC. It does unlock pretty much everything because there's a boss rush. You can actually play the bosses in that game individually. Okay. And the easiest way to do it is Konami code. Because they just show up immediately. So, we may look at that as well. So, that'll be a good time. So, I hope to see you guys there for Metal Gear this week. And if I don't see you there Thursday, I'll see you back here next week for more Yuka. So, yeah. That's it. Thanks to everyone who came out. And have a good night, everyone. Take care.
Have a good night, everybody.